I've told you guys before, when I was driving my Prius, I was like, hit me, dare ya!
Don't blame us for any side effects.
You thrilled our fans throughout the postseason with a great performance.
Gwynn and Chris are ready to go.
All right, so here we go. 2 o'clock on a Tuesday. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Skraby, we can take a breath. The trade deadline has come and gone. There should be no last-second maneuvers today.
Maybe it should have been extended today for what we learned just a little bit ago.
Yes, it's already been a bad day for the Padres, really bad. Coming off, a pretty feel-good trade deadline. I thought, most people were thumbs up on everything that happened yesterday. And, unless, again, if you're a Cash Mayfield lover, I feel for you. My heart bleeds for you, but you can follow his career elsewhere. But, yeah, I think the Padres, by and large, did a hell of a good job yesterday getting two, really good starting pitchers. One's a Cy Young Award winner. The other's a former number 1 overall pick. They both certainly have the pedigree. They're both pitching great. One's got a whip under 1. The other's got 7-0 with 11 runs allowed in the last 10 games. So on the surface, I don't think there's anything not to like about both guys. Now, they could come in here and, not continue to pitch like that. That's the unfortunate beauty of the trade deadline and the game that they play. There's really no telling exactly how it's going to go from here on out, but I think that the Padres did great yesterday. And, then they went out and maybe they were all still on the trade deadline because they hit like they'd been hitting in the first half of the season against Brandon Pfaadt. He's been pitching well. It's been interesting. This guy was in the minor leagues. They sent him down to the minors earlier this year. Since he's come back, he's figured something out. So he's been pitching well. But it was the way they rolled over, in a sense, last night, Skraby, in that 5-1 loss. I really don't remember any of the 27 outs. They were all just pretty routine. Like they didn't really put any pressure on the Diamondbacks at all.
Not really.
They really didn't. The only moment in the game where they had any kind of real threat was there in the 7th inning when you got 2 on and you had Campusano up there. And I don't know if you guys watch Campusano as closely as I do sometimes, but I don't have the analytics to back this up because I don't need them. Campusano almost always lets the first pitch or 2 or 3 go. The guy must love to hit 0-1 because there's fastballs that go right down the middle that he watches.
I can check this.
And, yeah, you can look at it to see if it's, if I'm right. It seems that way.
I like doing this because most of the time when I say it seems like this is
right,
I'm
and then
wrong.
It doesn't turn out. Yeah, but he does seem like he takes a lot of pitches early in the count, but not on that at bat. On that at bat, he swung at the first pitch and hit a decent ground ball into the hole there. And Arenado made a pretty good play, but then spun all the way around and threw it away. And the Padres had a little look at the game, but it wasn't for long. And Arizona wins 5-1, but Tony's with us?
I believe so.
All right.
I believe so.
Tony,
I hope so.
We welcome you up the booth there at Arizona.
I don't hear a part. Oh, you're very low.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
I don't control the lowness, unfortunately.
Where's Dave?
Dave Marcus.
Dave, they say I'm low. I don't know what that is.
I'm going to turn it down because Dave's about to turn it up and then... All right. I think we're doing a little bit better.
I didn't tell him I was coming, I don't think he said. Oh, you didn't tell him that I was coming.
What?
I don't know.
You do the show every day.
I don't know.
What?
Sometimes I guess I do it sometimes from the room, but
okay.
Today,
fair enough.
We didn't make it clear.
Okay.
Well, one thing that is clear, Mr. T, is that the game last night was not great, and the news today was no better. I've been holding off telling everybody that because I figure most people know, but if they're just tuned in, Nick Pivetta has left his start today there at Lake Elsinore. Threw 14 pitches, and basically on the 14th pitch, he walked off the mound.
The very Nick Pivetta fashion, too.
Nick Pivetta fashion.
Stalked off the mound.
Came off extremely frustrated.
Yeah.
The hitter, I don't think, knew what was going on for a second because he kind of put his head down as he took the pitch and then looked up and Pivetta was storming off, but that's obviously not a good sign.
No.
We kind of, if we were all being honest with ourselves when the injury happened initially, I think we were hopeful that it would heal and he would be all right. And we don't know what the actual injury is that he walked off about, but, I think one would anticipate it being something to do with that elbow. And,
Yeah.
we'll see what goes from there. I mean, I now, Joe has been at this for a while, but now, the focus turns to Joe and him, having to be healthy moving forward. And I mean, he threw his 2 2/3. Sound like everything went wonderful. Had a two or three punch outs in his first inning.
I think he had 6 overall, Tony.
So I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
That's a great sign.
Yeah.
We'll wait to see how he feels tomorrow, because in these situations, that's really what it's all about is waiting to see what happens tomorrow and how he feels. But I only bring Joe up because now instead of 6 guys possibly, it's going to be the standard 5, along with some of the other starters the Padres already have still.
Well, yeah, Joe Musgrove's return becomes a little bit more important, certainly now that you got to say that Nick Pivetta's not going to make it back. If he walked off the mound in the fashion that he walked off of, it meant that he felt something. And there's no way you can feel something that by the time they x-ray it or whatever they do to it, image it or whatever, they come back and go, oh, no, Nick, there's nothing there. I don't know what happened. You should be fine. That's
Which
never
might be more
happened,
scary if you're the guy, right?
Right.
If you're feeling this, you're telling me it's not torn and something's not.
Yeah, so
and you don't know what it is. That's all bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be curtains for Nick Pivetta's comeback this year. And, Musgrove did end up throwing 39 pitches, as you said, Tony. 6 strikeouts. He was wild a little bit. I think he wild pitched in a run, something like that. But, look, overall, that's not what matters. What matters is getting in there, throwing 39 pitches, and as you said, waking up tomorrow and feeling like he's okay. So that's the news that the Padres need to hear. In the meantime, we will wait for the arrival of Robbie Ray, and we will wait for the arrival of Casey Mize. I haven't seen a pitching schedule yet.
I believe Mize is already here. I think he will be taking questions at his locker when the clubhouse opens. I do believe Robbie won't be in until the evening. So that'll probably be tomorrow, the first time you guys get to hear from him. But
what is he riding a horse there?
I was going to say the Pony Express. I mean, what's he going? What's he getting there in the way I used to travel?
Yeah, through
going a little slow.
Covered wagons.
By the way, that's an interesting point because Tony can speak to it. Tony was traded a couple of times. What is the protocol for a player that's traded? Do they have a certain amount of time to get there? Does the team give them time to get their affairs in order? How does that work?
I think depending on the guy, team, and the need, and timing of when they last through and all of that, I think yes, they are accommodating. I don't know if Robbie Ray has a family. I'm sure he does. Having to maybe deal with that. There are so many different things that go into being traded, aside from just a player packing up the stuff that he has in his locker and going to the next city. And so I imagine if he's coming to today, there was obviously some things he needed to probably take care of before.
So the team gives you the right to say, hey, I need to do this, that, and the other?
They don't have to, but I mean, do you really want to start off on the bad foot?
Yeah, like, welcome to the team. What do you mean you're not here yet?
You cannot handle your children's affairs before you get traded.
No, I get it. But
he last started, obviously, last Thursday against the Padres.
Right. So he would have been due to pitch tonight, really, in his regular turn. So obviously Robbie Ray hopefully will show up pretty much ready to go. The Padres do not have a pitcher listed for tomorrow night yet. They have Walker Buehler scheduled for Thursday. They have Michael King coming back Saturday. So, Casey Mize hopefully Mize can slot in tomorrow if he's there, and hopefully Robbie Ray can slot in on Friday when they get home when they're home for Houston. But overall, I think the glow of the team was pretty good surrounding the trade deadline. Tony, I know you hung out with these guys. I'm sure they were pleased and then not so pleased with the way they hit last night.
Yeah, I saw them shortly before. I was on the field with them shortly before the Mize deal went down. It might have been the Robbie Ray deal too. No, I think we already.
Yeah,
knew
that was
one.
already done.
That was already. Yeah, the Mize deal went down. I hadn't that we had already kind of departed from each other at that point. So I'm sure they're excited though, for sure. You get some pitching. I'm sure they weren't very excited about their offensive performance yesterday. It was a bit of an egg, as they like to say.
Yeah.
But they have a chance to bounce back here today. It's funny. I had Dave last night look up the Padres' record on deadline day. I think they're 4-1 going back, the last 5 years. They lost the first one, and then they won a doubleheader. And then the last two, and then we won, I think, in 23 and 24. Last year we were actually off on the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yesterday was brought our losses to 2 on the deadline, but listen, chance to regroup here today. You had a tough one. Fott has been on a heater. It wasn't just the Padres he's pitched well against here lately, but. Again, how do you bounce back here? Because you certainly would like to.
Yeah, like I was saying, Tony, 27 outs last night. Most of them seemed rather routine. They just didn't put a lot of pressure on the Diamondbacks last night. And, Fott, we can't afford to give, Rodriguez one tonight. And he has been he's been good all year. So you're going to have your hands full with this guy left tonight.
This is, I don't know if this team – they're ahead of the Padres, so we're going to qualify them as elite. And then so it's about what this team, this offense in particular, does against the elite pitching, right?
Yeah,
the pitching
we talked about that.
The pitching that you're going to see late. It's nice to beat up on the opponents that you're supposed to beat up on. But let's see. Here recent, you had Fott, who's been on a heater. He kind of shut the Padres down. Robbie Ray, who's now a Padre, he kind of shut the Padres down. The Padres are taking care of everybody else in between then. But this is kind of the test of them. The offense is going to have to face these cats coming, October, should they get in. What are you doing against them? Now is the time to start kind of showing that, and I think they get another chance here today again with Rodriguez on the mound.
Yeah, well said, Tony. And I did look up Casey Mize. His last start, believe it or not, was back on July 25th. So he didn't pitch the last time through, at least in the Tigers' regular rotation. I'm sure that'll be something will be talked about today. But we're on August 4th now, so we're looking at 10 days since he started a game. I would imagine tomorrow night sounds good to me.
Yeah, me too. Let's see it.
We'll see if that comes to pass. So, all right, we're underway. It's Tuesday. We'll kind of get back in the. Back on the saddle here, Bill Howe Studios. We know how. And coming up at the bottom of the hour, Matt Snyder from CBS Sports will get his thoughts on the trade deadline, Scooble, and all the rest of it. So stick around. Good show coming up on 97.3 The Fan.
Clear your schedule and tune in Thursday.
2:18 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matt Skraby. Padres game 2 of this 4-game set tonight, 6:40. Been overcast most of the day, so the heat hasn't been too bad. Before we move on to more sports, I want to take a minute or two to salute one of my best friend who passed away this weekend, Reggie Waller Jr. I've known him since we were kids, and he passed suddenly, and it's left quite the void in the community. Reggie wasn't just my best friend. He was the pitching coach for Patrick Henry. They just won the Open Division Championship this year. He was a part of that. And, I think in posting about it this weekend, what I saw was how much he touched the community that he was in here in San Diego, baseball community in particular. So many of the kids that he coached and really had his hands on, really showed up in those comments. And I know he's looking down, and it would be extremely proud of the work that he was able to accomplish in such a short period of time. So, salute to my buddy Reggie, and yeah.
Hang in there, man. I got to tell you something. This is saddest news I've heard in a long time, and it got sadder when you just spoke, Tony, because when I read Reggie Waller passed, I was thinking of his dad, who I remember coming around the San Diego State program back in the day and helping and coaching. And I'm assuming Reggie Waller Jr. is, right? That's his dad.
His son, yeah.
Yeah, and his uncle Ty Waller, I imagine, who played for the Cubs. Yeah, so I remember those guys coming around back when I was playing with Tony, your dad, and so I was thinking Reggie, and I didn't know somebody, so young. It's just horrible to hear.
It's very sad.
This kind of news. It's very, very.
I didn't get a chance. This happened over the weekend, obviously with the deadline yesterday. It wasn't the time to address it, but I just couldn't let another day go by
for sure.
Without mentioning him, and at least saluting him in the way I think he deserves to be saluted. So I appreciate you guys letting me take time to do that.
No, you can take all the time you need.
Yeah.
I mean, Reggie and Ty Waller, I mean, they were kind of San Diego baseball royalty, really. I mean, they both grew up here. They played here at San Diego City College, and so I remember Ty went on and played, got a little cup of coffee, about 100 at bats with the Cubs, and so I didn't know, that his
still
son
very much.
was
I mean,
passed,
Big Reggie is still he's one of the assistants at Mount Carmel. These guys are still, affecting the community, and I think Reggie in particular over the last 5-6 years really started to pour into these kids and has shown up in ways that I think many in our community are thankful to have had played for him, been around him. Just a great dude. So, yeah.
It's I just want to touch on one thing that we're talking about here, and that's your friend and his dad and his uncle, but all these people. There are so many hundreds of people out there. And we can go from high school. You mentioned your friend's a pitching coach, and Reggie's at Mount Carmel, his dad. And how about these coaches who go out and coach pony leagues and juniors and colt leagues and little leagues? People who work out of the spotlight to help other people, to help young people get better at something they're enjoy doing. And coaches, Tony, for us as athletes, you can say what you want about coaches in general, but coaches have a bigger impact on our lives growing up as parents in many cases. And these people do it all selflessly. I mean, we see the names at the big league level. We see those guys, but we don't hear about these guys. And, some of them are really the true heroes, out there, helping so many young people along.
Yeah.
So
and unfortunately, because they're not in the limelight, a lot of times takes something like this for them to be recognized the way they should. And so, I don't want to spend too much time more on it. It's been real hard for me over the last 4 or 5 days. So just being able to do that is allowing me to kind of grieve a little bit. And so, let's move in a different direction. I know.
Well, I gotta say something about what I saw on Instagram, because you posted a really great picture with your friend. Yeah. And man, the first thing I noticed was your hair, Tony. You had hair in the picture.
Yeah. Tells you go almost 20 years ago, man.
20 years ago.
He was one of the best men in my wedding, and man, we both had hair at that point. So it was fun. It was truly all good at that point.
He didn't have as big of an afro as I did when I was a kid, did he?
Chris had a pretty big afro. If people think we're joking, we're not. We put the picture up before.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
The Brewers, I want to touch on them because obviously the Skubal thing has kind of seemingly taken a life of its own. Brewers are being accused of not necessarily trying their hardest to get there. Kyle made the point yesterday that they have a model that they go by, and they tend to stay on that model. But Pat Murphy certainly pushed back against that idea in terms of.
He tried to push back. He didn't convince me or too many other people.
All he did was just pour fuel all over this fire, and here he is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the initial reaction that it was kind of like us against the Dodgers for Skubal. I don't believe that for 1 minute. Meaning, I'm not saying we weren't. I know we went after trying to get that player. I don't know exactly the details of it all, but I know this. It isn't as simple as that's a better package. It's not as simple as that,
All right. Did he just tell us?
He just said that the Dodgers had a better package, is what he said, isn't he?
No,
he said it wasn't as simple as saying the Dodgers had a better package.
Yes. I believe that he believes he had a better package.
I think the two of you heard something different here.
We did.
Skraby, what did you hear?
I heard that they had the better offer, but the Tigers worked with the Dodgers. That's what I heard. Because Tarik Skubal wants to go to the Dodgers, and he said that multiple times. So Tony, that's what I heard.
Chris, what'd you hear?
I just hear what I want to hear here, which is that the Brewers.
So does Skraby, though.
Yeah, it could be.
Honestly, Tony, really, I'm hearing what I want to hear, and that is that the Brewers, could have gotten it done with Skubal if they wanted to include Jesus Made, the shortstop. He's the number one prospect, and I'm going to sit there and they're going to go, we can't trade our number one prospect. Well, guess what? The Padres did, and that number one prospect is still in the minor leagues. And you can't tell me that if you had a shot to win the World Series, why not do it? That's what I don't get about the Brewers, and that's what Kyle Glazer said yesterday was they could have done it. They just didn't want to.
That is, and I think that's the key, right? Like, it'd be different, for me at least, if the Brewers were, like, good enough to make the playoffs and, like, didn't have the type of squad that could actually win it all.
Yeah.
But Tarik Skubal could very well have been the last piece you needed to get there. And listen, you still got to go out and beat the Dodgers or beat whoever it is that is going to allow you to get there. But you can't convince anybody that not going for it. Like, I don't know that you did anything that said we're going for it.
Yeah.
I don't either. And the reports out of Milwaukee, because the people who cover the Brewers dug. And the Brewers are like, well, we're not going to say anything. And I think because they realize if they actually mention some of the prospects, it would look even worse. But from what I read and what they uncovered was like 2 top 100 hitters. The prospects had to be less than Zaire Hope, right?
It would have to be,
even lower than that. And I'll be honest with you, the Tiger guy didn't give me a lot of confidence either with what he said on the other side of it.
You said less than Zaire Hope, like in terms of where he's at in said organization or overall? You talking?
Yeah, I'm just assuming the Tigers feel Zaire Hope was better than anybody the Brewers offered.
That might
okay, that's what I was getting at. Like, because the Padres gave up their number one prospect in the deal, or their number one lefty in the deal, right? But even Kyle admitted that Zaire Hope was a much better prospect than what the Padres had to give up. So I'm saying it's kind of when you hear the number of prospect, unless we're talking about the top 100 in terms of MLB, and you said 2 hitters, they had to have been lower than Zaire Hope.
Sorry.
Go.
Let me present this fan theory that they were trying to get me to understand yesterday, and I drove home and I thought all about it. And I think I finally understand where they're coming from. Part of me believes it, part of me doesn't. But the fan theory is this. The reason the Dodgers are able to do whatever they want, even in the trade market, is because the buying of free agents pushes the prospect who likely would come up and play that position back, so the Dodgers have stocked a stock minor league system because they don't actually need to use those players because they have high-paid superstars at the major league level. Part of me thinks that's a solid theory.
Wouldn't that incentivize everybody then to go out and sign free agents so that you can push your top prospects?
But what we're saying is that the Dodgers can afford all of the free agents. They can afford Kyle Tucker. They can afford Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. They can afford Tarek Skubal, Blake Snell, all of these guys.
Okay, but what does that really? I mean, I don't disagree with your theory, but what does it have to do with the fact that the Brewers could have made a better offer than the Dodgers did?
Okay, here's the second part of the theory, which is what I don't. This is the second part of the theory, which I don't buy into, which is that the small market team, because they can't afford 5 superstars, needs to rely on their minor league system for the future more so than the Dodgers.
But how is that working for them, though? They've been doing that since the beginning of time, relying on their farm system. So either someone needs to be fired because their farm system isn't producing, or it's not as simple as just relying on the farm system. By the way, you don't need 6 free agents, superstars, to win. Just sign 2. Sign 1. That pushes everybody down at least at that position.
There is something to be said about the Brewers. I mean, they don't spend a ton of money on free agents.
I can't buy. Yeah, the Brewers have a system, and it works. And this is the problem with, I think, what Chris is bringing up. The system has got you to a point where you actually have a chance to win a World Series. Wouldn't this then be the one time that you give up said prospect so that you could have a chance to win it?
Yeah, you finished it short twice.
To me, it means the way you could really prove how to go out and win if you do that, right? You set it up where your system is the one bringing in all the talent, and then the one time you need to, you splurge and go out and get and not even splurge, really. You're just giving up a player. You're not spending extra money at this point. You're giving up the player. So, why not? And it's a rental. You don't have to commit to it beyond this year.
I hope Jesus made whatever it is.
I really want you to meet this guy so you can just be like, "What's your name, sir?"
Yeah, whatever. But sure, he can come up and play for 10 years and be an all-star. But is he going to lead the Brewers to a World Series? I would say that the odds
what
of
they're
that
basically
are less.
saying.
I think the odds of him doing that are less than Skubal joining Mizorowski now and leading them to a chance to win the World Series now. And that's where I think the Brewers screwed up
in
here.
A 5-game series, you got Mizorowski into Skubal, and then you could figure it out the third day and then come back to Mizorowski?
It would have been impressive. I think the Brewers screwed up. The Dodgers were fortunate, but I also look at the Tigers side, and they're not without blame here. They're what is it? Scott Harris, their baseball operations guy. He tried to get out of the question. How come you accepted the offer so early? Why didn't you hold out for more? See what other people had to offer? And he goes, "No, that's the way it works with superstar players. You don't wait till the end." And I'm like, excuse me, when was that bulletin put in that I didn't get?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You know how many people would be crawling over each other to try to get Tarek Skubal? Wait, we got an offer. We got to take it, guys.
He had 36 more hours to field offers. I just the fact that he jumped at it. Look, all right, I don't have time to explain the whole theory that Skraby said the conspiracy, but let's put it this way. The Brewers and the Tigers didn't dissuade my conspiracy thinking because their answers sucked.
Fair enough.
So there you go.
Fair enough.
Let's get to break.
We do have Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Matt Snyder had to push back for a little bit. So
we'll have entertainment that way then.
More Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Payday is one of those very deviant candies. Very.
Stay low. Hands on the harness. Stay low. Oh, you idiot. Typical tandem student right there. tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy. Fun, huh?
You need help with anything?
Okay, I'm ready. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
All the small things, true care, truth brings.
2:39 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matt Skraby. Sorry, I didn't know if it was my turn. It is indeed my turn. Matt Snyder had to push back a little bit, and so that means we have ourselves a fantabulous.
You know, I got to come clean on something.
Uh-oh.
Matt Snyder didn't have to push back. I went to go text him a reminder, and he had selected 340 the entire time. And so I messed this one up. We had a text earlier in the day about this certain situation, and I was wrong, guys. I was wrong.
Yeah. You know, that happens.
Tony
Definitely
said,
happens.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
happen, though, Tony. Shouldn't happen. That's
No,
kind of stuff that
okay.
just shouldn't happen.
okay, Chris. Calling the guy Maid over there.
Well, it might be made. Do you know for sure?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Do we need to hop on into the game then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right.
We like to call it
Ooh, I'm going to go.
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. And it starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, let's go. Into it we go. Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Skraby, you should have a fair shot at this one because you do play fantasy baseball. You do pay attention to stuff like this. I was going to do the Major League Baseball hitters that are batting over 300 this year, but there's only 6 guys in all
Not
of
enough
Major League
answers.
Baseball hitting 300 right now. That's unbelievable to me.
That is unbelievable.
Only one of them in the American League. Yordan Alvarez is the only 300 hitter in the whole league.
Dang.
So we had to change up,
Audible, Omaha.
and we came up with this. Manny Machado has 65 RBIs. He leads the Padres. There are 23 players in baseball who have more RBIs than Manny Machado. You guys got to name those 23 guys? I believe, yes. Let me see. 14. Never mind. I was trying to figure it out.
All right.
No, there's 20. Okay.
What's happening?
There's
What is
25
going
guys.
on?
Yeah, what
Sorry.
is happening right now?
Well, Skraby screwed up the segment so bad I can't get it back on track.
You got everybody off track.
There's 14 National League, 11 American League, 25 guys with more RBIs than Manny. Skrabe, you're up first. RBIs, tough category.
You know, I'm not going to save any today. If I have it, I'm taking it.
You're taking it. Go.
Sal Stewart.
Sal Stewart's tied for the Major League lead with 85 RBIs. Of the Red Legs, Sal
That's right.
Stewart.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm serious right now. Serious.
All right, we'll see if it works. Tony?
C.J. Abrams also has 85.
They're tied. Yeah, they are the 2 leaders in Major League Baseball. If you had that going into the season, by the way, raise your hand. C.J. Abrams and Sal Stewart. Okay.
I raised my hand. I rosed my hand.
Good
raised
call
my
by
hand.
you, Kyle Glazer. Kyle Glazer, do you know that? Did you hear what happened, Tony, by the way?
Tony was on the show.
When it happened?
Yes.
Okay.
He just,
Wait, what?
I don't think he was.
Chris thinks that Kyle Glazer, foretold the future.
He's Nostradamus.
Oh, yeah. No, I was here for that.
Yeah, he
I
called
think he
Casey
just kind of
Mize.
said Casey Mize is still out there.
5 minutes later, Padres get Casey Mize. All right, Skraby.
James Wood.
James Wood. Who's he play for?
The Nationals.
The Nationals. I'm honestly, I don't see him on my list.
He's not. He's hit like a bajillion home runs. Does he hit a bunch
on
of
there.
solo shots?
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
How did I miss him? Oh, there he is. He's under J Wood with 73. I was looking for W's. He's under J Wood. All right, Skraby, you got it. James Wood. By the way, he went on the IL today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For those James Wood fans out there, sorry to give you the bad news.
I didn't know that.
They're just about folded in the tent for real now.
Yeah, the Nats are going home. All right, Tony.
What's the number again?
66 RBIs or more.
Nick Kurtz.
Nick
I
Kurtz,
was just about to use him.
the
actually.
A's, 69. He's on the IL also, I believe.
He's been on the IL a couple times this year.
Okay.
I'll just go with Yordan Alvarez.
Jordan leads the American League with 84. 3-2 Skraby. We're looking for 66 RBIs or more. Tony.
Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker, 81.
That's my next one.
You got the four guys that are over 80. Abrams, Stewart, Alvarez, Walker. I think the only one of the four that anyone would have predicted would be Alvarez.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go with... You know what? What's the number again? 65? 66. 66, huh? All right, I'm going to go safe. Junior Caminero.
Caminero, 69. He's on there.
Oh, whoa. Closer than I thought.
Junior hit 2 homers last night. He's got 32 bombs. So I guess the tiny field at Tampa Bay wasn't the sole reason he was good last year. Sorry, Tony.
Yes, no worries.
4-3.
How about Andy Pages?
Andy Pajes.
I definitely called him Andy Pages for a little bit.
He's got 74. He's on the list. The Dodgers. 4-4. Guys are rolling nicely.
Definitely not Kyle Tucker, I can tell you that.
Boy, they booed him, boy.
don't
Yeah,
guess.
Oh, yes, they did.
they booed the you-know-what out of him.
I'll just go with another safe bet. I don't know if he actually has more, but Matt Olson.
Yep, he does. 69.
All right.
He's up there. Skraby leads 5-4. We're kind of rolling through here nicely. It's looking for major leaguers with 66 or more RBIs. No strikes yet. Tony.
How about newly acquired Yankee Luis Garcia Jr.?
He's
that's a good one.
he moves quickly into second place in the American League with 78. Behind Alvarez.
Boom.
Tied at 5. Skrabe. 15 correct answers to go here.
If Tim Tawa played the Padres every day, he would be on the list.
Yeah,
but-
that's annoying.
Tawa.
I
It
gotta
is
say,
really annoying.
That might have been more annoying than anything. Is that he and James McCann and then Barossa were the 5 RBIs last night. Like, if
That
you're going to
is
get beat by some guys we've heard of, please.
Tawa hit the grand slam in Mexico, and then the throw.
Yeah.
I'll go with Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman, 66.
Oh,
Just
wow.
made it.
Wow. But
For the Rockies.
But he's got like 33 home runs.
He's tied with Schwarber. And actually, Schwarber's not homered in quite a while, by the way.
You're right.
So, all right, 6-5, Skraby. Tony, no incorrect answers yet.
Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
Tony talked about how much we would love to have him last night. Then he hit 3 bombs. So, yeah, I would say we wanted
This
him.
bad would have
We
been
wish-
real nice to have last night, those 3 bombs, man.
Yes, sir. Tied at 6. By the way, 3 home runs last night, sitting out tonight. It seems
Wow,
weird.
what? That is
Seems
weird.
weird. You'd think the guy kind of be in his groove. You'd want him in
Might
there.
be sore after hitting balls
Maybe,
like
yeah,
that.
maybe. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, you'd think you'd just in general, you'd say, hey, you're swinging a hot bat. But anyway. All right, Tony. I know, Skraby's tied at 6.
I'm kind of lucky you went with this category because I looked into some of these teams before the trade deadline.
You're feeling good, okay? So far,
Ben
so good.
Rice.
Ben Rice is 3rd in the American League, 73.
Whoa, I didn't realize it was that high.
It's way up there. Very good. Skraby 7, Tony 6. We're halfway through. 13 answers down, 12 to go. No
Maybe one of the-
strikes yet.
Maybe one of the best names in all of baseball.
You think?
Dylan Dingler.
Yeah,
What?
that's up there.
What?
Dylan Dingler's got 72. He's right behind
Wow.
Rice. Yeah, I'd say Dylan Dingler, and part of it is because of that movie that Mark Wahlberg was in, and I don't remember what his name was.
Is
but
that okay?
It's similar. I know it's similar.
Dirk Diggler.
Dirk Diggler. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I knew there was something there.
Fantastic.
That's right.
It's a fantastic
That's probably why it rings like that in my head.
That's right.
That stupid
See,
movie.
Tony. See, there was a reason.
I also think Dingle makes me laugh, so that's why. All right. Wow, that really, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay.
You know, I
don't
traded
have-
away
you don't
this
have
guy in
to.
fantasy baseball, and he was on pace for some good things. Brandon Lau?
Yep, Brandon's up there.
Mr.
71.
Lau.
71. Great year for Brandon Lau. He's having a really nice year.
He's hitting home runs like crazy.
How
Tony.
about Milwaukee Brewer Bryce Terang?
How about him? 69 RBIs. I remember when he was a stolen base threat only. So that means that Sun Moon Song someday will be Bryce Terang. We can only hope. All right, Skraby, we're tied. You guys keep rolling. 7-7, 66 RBIs or more than Manny to get you on the list today.
I'm starting to run out.
Uh-oh. We have 7-7. There's 14 down, 11 to go. Scrabe, you need somebody with
going through
66 or more ribs.
I'm going through my geographical locations.
Okay. You may.
You know what? Pete Alonso.
Yep. 69. Pete's there. The
Forgot all
polar
about him.
bear.
Forgot all about him until right now.
8-7. Tony. By the way, he's got to be thrilled the Orioles are dumping players now.
Yeah,
that
they're
he signed with
rebuilding
them.
after he signed with them.
Good timing.
The fireworks man himself, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras, 67. Tied at 8. Got 9 correct answers left. Tony and Scraby, neither's missed one yet.
Do I need to get first name?
No, as long as you get the second name.
Okay, because I cannot remember this guy's first name for the life of me, but I remember I lost to Tony in a fantabulous game show because Okamoto of the Blue Jays was on the list.
Okamoto's on the list on this one too, and I don't know his first name either. So
Okay, good.
69 is right. Sorry, Tony. 8-7. We're rolling.
I don't know this guy's first name, but how about Otani?
What a jerk.
Yeah, I don't know his either.
What a jerk.
I don't know any of the. Yeah, I don't know
I think
any of
it's
the.
Kuzma, by the way.
I don't know
right?
any of the foreign players, so yeah.
Kuzma? Kyle Kuzma? Okamoto?
No, Kuzma Okamoto. Kuzma?
By the way,
look anything
Okamoto.
up.
By the way, with Okamoto, everyone said he had no chance to hit major league pitching. I would like to go back and listen to some of those experts.
They said that about my man for the White Sox too.
Ooh,
Murakami.
I don't know if your man
Murakami.
from the White Sox was on the IL for too long to be on this list. I mean, he might have been.
We are down to the nitty gritty, guys. 5 correct answers is all that's left.
This is my last.
There's only 5.
This is my last name on the list. And
You
it's
need
because
66 or more home runs, RBIs, to be a winner here.
Chris talked about this guy every single day.
I did. Okay.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn, 69, and that's probably what he's going to finish with, unfortunately. So he's out
he
for
got
6 to
hurt,
8
but
weeks. Really bad
You've
luck.
been pretty excited about him this year.
It was a good fantasy.
Wait, Ryan got hurt?
Yeah, he's quad, 6 to 8 weeks. He may not make it back.
He must have
Yeah, it's bad.
blew that
news
bad
for
boy
him.
out. 6 to 8.
Really bad luck and
That
timing.
sucks. He was
for
having
him.
a great year, man.
Yeah, he was. So sorry to hear that.
Really great year.
Sorry to hear that, Ryan. Okay, Tony, 9-8.
Yep.
4 left.
I don't know how we haven't mentioned this guy's name, but how about Bryce Harper?
Bryce Harper ties it at 9, 68 RBIs for Harper.
I should have done that one.
Okay, we got 3 left. We'll give you guys a clue. No, I'm not. No clue yet. Too early, because you don't have any strikes yet.
Ooh, I got another one.
Can you separate NL AL? How many we got left?
No,
that's a lot of
that was
work.
going to be the clue.
That's a lot of work. Yeah,
that was going to be the
It's
clue,
not a
and I'm
lot
not
of
giving it. It's too
That's
early.
a lot of work. A lot of work, man.
Okay, let me think about this real quick.
Tick, tick, tick,
yeah,
tick,
I know.
tick.
I know. I'm starting to What?
Tick, tick, tick.
Okay, what about PCA? I don't know.
PCA is your first strike.
How does a guy who hits a home run, like 25 home runs, have...
Here, let me just show you what the
No, I
answer
don't want to
is.
see you thrust, okay? I don't want to see that. That was disgusting.
Yes, it is, and it's every time I have to watch him do it, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Hate that guy.
Chris just thrusted on him. That's crazy.
That is gross.
I do not like him.
That is gross.
In that case, I will use mine's Miguel Vargas.
Oh,
Tony
that's
is
a good
so
one.
good. 66 right on the button.
You know what? During the All-Star game, Tony turned and said, Miguel Vargas is having a great year.
And he homered in the All-Star game, too.
Yeah, he did. He did.
10-9. Skraby, you need the last 2 to win. And I don't know why, but I think Tony probably knows them both. The guy's unbelievable.
Now,
Like
I
he-
was looking to trade for this guy recently, so
Who
this
it
is how
is?
I know.
Yeah?
Jonathan Aranda.
He's there. 67. Skraby got it.
Ooh.
All right.
This is
I
all
was-
thanks to fantasy baseball.
I was not expecting you to get that.
Tampa
one.
Bay.
He was on my team last year. I traded him away, so I was trying to check back in on him.
There's one player left. Whoever gets
One
it,
of my
Tony
one of my
gets the
fa-
first crack, and he's got time running out.
Are you
Win
going to
the
give his
game.
answer?
There's one
of
more.
my
Here it is.
one of my favorite meals on the planet.
Oh, are
It's-
you
is
talking
it-
about Spaghetti, the pitcher for
No.
the Astros? No,
No,
that's Arrighetti.
I'm talking about a good burger, as in Jake Burger.
How does he know?
I thought Jake Berger's been hurt. I was going to say him.
He's got
were
66
you?
RBIs. He's the
Oh,
final
my
answer.
goodness. We'll be back, and I'm going to go crazy.
Tony wins 10-9.
Baseball season is here, San Diego, and the Padres.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello. Eric, how you doing? Pretty good. Wow.
Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over here. So.
What are you thinking to see it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be. I mean, not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place. So I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello. Eric, how you doing? Pretty good.
Wow. Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfuss and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over there or something.
What are you thinking of seeing it for the first time?
I'm thinking
I'm hot. I'm quite warm right now, but
The problem is that Tony's headphones are just above his ear, so I don't know if he can
You don't know if
hear
you heard
this.
it? I celebrated for him.
Oh, you definitely did. I'm waving at him right now.
Tony Gwynn Jr., the winner of the Fantabulous Sports Game Show, is a thriller. 10-9, all 19, or all 10-9, 14-13, 13, whatever it was. Tony won it by one, got all 25 correct answers, guys. The RBI guys over 66. Skraby only one strike. And it was PCA that cost you the one strike.
You know what?
Turned it back over to
It's
Tony for the
fitting
win.
that jerk would screw me over.
Jerk. Tony, did you hear that he doesn't think Babe Ruth existed?
Ugh.
Did you hear that one?
who said that?
PCA.
Mr. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Granted, he was on Kristen Cavallari's
Yes,
podcast.
it sounds like a bit of a goofy podcast, but she said, what are some theories that you have that are really unpopular? And he said, well, I don't think Babe Ruth existed.
Yeah, he said some pitcher named Salcedo.
And we were like,
said
what are
it,
you
and
talking
he was like,
about?
this is kind of cool.
Pete Crow
I'm
Armstrong.
into it.
A
I
crazy
swear I
man.
heard that. Somebody, I was about to say, someone did say that before. And he's probably just picking up. I don't even know that he necessarily believes it. He was asked his crazy one is probably the first thing he could think of. That's ridiculous. Like, come on.
It's ridiculous.
That's along the lines of the Earth is flat. You know, it's
we brought the same thing up yesterday.
Same thing, man. Like, I don't know, man. I got kids in that generation too, so I try not to judge too hard, but they make it hard sometimes when they say stuff like that. Babe Ruth didn't exist. Come on, man.
Just because it happened a long time. We do have video of Babe Ruth.
Is that what we're gonna do now? Like, because like we weren't here for it, it didn't. Is that like our generation didn't say stuff like that?
No.
And you know what? I shouldn't categorize all of that generation doing that. But we do quite.
No, it's fair, Tony. I do it all the time, so you can throw everybody in there. That's what I do endlessly.
But it's just yeah.
It's a crazy one.
I like PCA though. I mean, that's an outlandish statement. If he actually believes it, I don't know that he does.
Yeah,
but I like PCA.
I actually tried to give him a pass on it and say maybe he was just trying to fit in with the show, but. I
actually like the pump that he gives going around the bases. I think that is.
You do?
I think it's quite hilarious. It's creative. It's very creative.
It? How did the So why did the Giants guys get in trouble, but he doesn't?
Well, they're kind of doing it.
They were a group. It was a group activity.
It's you could argue that he's doing something else. When those three came together after a game, you couldn't argue anything about.
Okay, what is the argument? What is PCA doing then that's not what the Giant people were doing? What's the argument that he's doing something else, Tony? What do you got?
I got. Do you remember ravishing Rick Rude?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
I just got that. That's the move he's doing at the
I
end.
never put it together.
There's no way PCA. If PCA doesn't believe in Babe Ruth, he certainly doesn't believe in ravishing Rick Rude.
Rick Rude. You're right. You're right.
KG has a pretty good theory as to why people are saying stuff doesn't exist. It's because we don't teach kids about reputable sources.
That is a fact. That is a. They think Google itself is a reputable source, you have to still confirm. I mean, Google will find it for you. You still have to actually go read it, whatever it finds it, and then you can kind of cite that as the source. Google itself is not the source.
I was talking to someone about this. I'm gonna sound really old, but
that also goes for the AIs, right?
Yeah,
they are grabbing things and putting it all together. So it's not, you still got to actually identify the actual source that it is pulling it from.
Yes, the art of research is coming to an end, and research really does help me to remember things. So I still go look stuff up.
That is how you don't, get yourself in trouble, is by actually listing your sources. Where did you get it from? And we used to have a whole class on how to to identify where you got some information from. I remember it. It was a terrible class. I didn't like it, but we had to all do it at some point.
I hated the bibliographies that I had to put together.
Bibliographies.
Oh, I hate that. I didn't put it right in the format, and my teacher gave me a mark off.
Oh, you always got off on the bibliography because you had to put every comma and semicolon in the right spot. There's no way you could do it.
Now I can just be put a bibliography together. Boom, it's done.
They have no idea. They have no idea.
I mean, you'd work
gotta
on the
look for the publisher and the front.
You'd work on the paper for 32 days, and then when they said you got to do a bibliography, you realized, I stole all that out of the library. I don't really have any reference issues, things to cite. My bibliography is going to be a little light.
Oh man! All right, that was a fun little get off my lawn
update
segment.
on the baseball odds to win the World Series. Dodgers now are all the way down to 3-2. Thanks to the signing of Skubal. 3-2 is pretty ridiculous odds to win an entire World Series, but you could get that. I guess you bet 200, you win 300.
What's the next bet? What's the next best
Yankees, odds? I think it's just because they're the name, but the Yankees are 6-1. The Brewers are 9.5-1. Again, go back. They could have been maybe the co-favorites, but they didn't want to be.
Hey, this is actually where you might be able to make some money this year. Get you one of these odds not named the Dodgers. You might be able to cash yourself in a little bit.
Braves are 10-1. Cubs 15. Red Sox are 15. Phillies are 18. I will tell you the longest shot on the board that I think makes sense to bet, if you really wanted to. White Sox 30-1. They have a chance to go to the World Series because no one in the American League is a whole lot better than they are.
I like those three that you named right before that,
right.
Which was
Braves.
Philly, Braves. What was the other one in between there?
Boston.
15. I mean, 15-1.
You take that, huh? Padres 75-1. If you're wondering,
definitely take that.
I would take. Put $10 down.
That's crazy.
You put 10 on
right
the Padres.
There. Yeah, put 10 on the Padres. Yeah. I can waste $10 and hoping that they win the World Series. Why don't you just
give me $10? The injury to Nick Pivetta today could be the. Hopefully it's not, but Pivetta, if you're just joining us. And his start at rehab started Elsinore to Lake Elsinore, 14 pitches, and on the 14th pitch, he walked right off the mound, trudged in Pivetta form to the dugout. We have not yet got an official report, but it can't be good. Joe Musgrove did throw 39 pitches today and came out of it okay. The question is 2 2/3 innings for Joe, 6 strikeouts, and the question, how will he feel tomorrow? But obviously, with Pivetta looking unlikely, the health of Musgrove becomes even more important. You know what's happening on Thursday night, Tony Gwynn Jr.? That would be 2 nights from now. Only 2 nights from now.
It's August 6th.
Tony has no shot with
It'll be a
in the middle of the
Thursday
baseball
night.
season.
You may know.
Is there a football?
Hall of Fame game, baby. Hall of Fame game. Rumbling.
stumbling.
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this music right now. It feels time. It feels time.
By the way, DraftKings posted Carolina favored by 1.5 over Arizona. You have a problem if you're betting on preseason football. Just remember that.
I don't know. Carson Beck is starting the game, Chris.
Carson for who? I don't even know what team he's on. He's starting for the Cardinals? Okay. Well, anyway, with that, Tony Gwynn Jr., I say fantasy football. It's time to get a draft date on the board here.
He's smiling. He knows where this is going.
But I will say this, even more so than a date, because I know that can be difficult. I would love it if you would be able to put together the draft order, so we can start doing mock drafts. Those are fun for me. Those are fun for me.
You guys will get the same video recording of the before and then of the after I hit the whatever. I don't even know what app I used to
it's
get
some
this.
Mixture thing. It worked out good last year because it had me second, so I liked it last year.
It has me like last or middle. I feel like every year. So
Lori was last. Just don't make Lori last this year because it took me like a half an hour to talk her off the ledge last year for being last in the draft. She doesn't get it. It really doesn't
I didn't
matter.
do it intentionally.
Of course I did. Well, that was part of my half-hour speech. That didn't hold her though. That didn't hold her. But anyway, I'd love that because Skraby laughs at me, but I do like 100 mock drafts a day, mostly because I like to do them. They're fun to do.
It's obsessive.
If you have time, you can end up spending your whole day doing mock drafts.
You can, right? Just keep clicking on them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like how that team turned out. Let's try another one. Click, 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 click.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I always feel great about my team.
Let me ask you a question. How does honestly, how often does your mock draft line up anything to how it goes in real life?
Oh, and that's a problem too because I do go into the draft thinking certain players are going to be there and then they're just not there.
Me too, and it's infuriating. It's like I had a whole plan and then half of the board was completely blown up.
You know who blew me up last year, and I shouldn't say anything because I ended up in the end I ended up in the good spot. But Skraby stole at least 3 of my guys right before my pick last year.
Yeah,
I wanted to strangle him.
I helped you, Chris.
It turned out you did. Yeah, it worked out. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to this year because I saw who my keeper is, and it's just I feel good about it. Feel good.
All right, I will announce my keeper.
I'll announce mine too.
Go ahead.
The Iceman.
Oh, Caleb Williams.
Don't call him
the Iceman. He's done nothing to get that.
Tony,
that
as a George Gervin NBA legend fan, you should have a little respect for the original Iceman.
There was no other cool way to say Williams. I had to say something that was cool. It was Iceman. Perfect.
Well,
Chris,
this is my last year
JSN?
with Smith and Jigba. Yeah, I got to take advantage of luck that I got.
I don't really know I like any of my guys. I might not keep any.
You don't have to. Don't
Remember,
have to.
And we'll get this done. Just a reminder: had to have drafted and kept all year. Couldn't have kicked him off or picked him up off waivers in week 4.
No sneaky stuff.
No.
One last football conversation, real quick. We are a month away, a month and a day. Aztecs opener. They are taking on Portland State.
You mean the Pac-12? The San Diego State Aztecs?
Era of the Aztecs officially kicks off. I did look Portland State up. This isn't going to make anybody too excited, but they're coming off a big 1-11 season last year in the Big Sky. So hopefully the Aztecs will get off to a really good start. But the rankings were out today for the first time. And take a wild guess who's number 1, 2. You know what I mean? You don't even need to look at the rankings, do you? You know who's going to be there. Same old teams. It's Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia. There's Georgia. Texas, Notre Dame, Indiana, 6th, coming off their national title. And then on down, Miami, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Ole Miss. There's Alabama, Texas Tech, LSU.
Wow,
I'm going to read them all.
Kiffin, man. Does he get fined if he's
Lane Kiffin's
13th.
10? Lucky 13 for Lane Kiffin. Yeah, who am I rooting for first? Who's my favorite team in football in week 1?
Whoever's playing LSU.
It's right. I'm looking up. Yeah, I want to see who's
it's probably
get a jersey.
Northeastern Southern State.
I love those guys.
The
directional state coming at you.
I will never forget when I learned about
directional state.
I stole it from this guy over here.
I know. Jesse
State.
gave it to us.
It is one of the classics that we use
I actually
often.
have a pretty good squad. My first game. Lane Kiffin's first game is against Clemson. And I do like Dabo.
You like Dabo or
sure
Dabo?
I do. I think he's straight up. That guy.
Okay.
So
you think he's straight up?
Well, I like what he says, yes.
Okay.
And, well, to me, Dabo Swinney is straight up. And Kiffin is shaped like...
He's got
just
some curves to him.
He's
got some curves.
Just straight up crooked. Straight up crooked.
Very tan
That's
man,
funny.
though. All right.
Tony's off, I think. Ball game's coming up tonight. We got Matt Snyder talking baseball and much more still ahead.
From the 97th.
couple things for Padres fans. It was... Sorry, Tony was on the screen when I went back and he had no idea. The trade deadline either sent fans into excitement or sent fans into the Dodgers are going to ruin baseball. And I'm kind of on that side. But people are freaking out there.
You can say that the Dodgers are going to ruin baseball, but the Dodgers are not ruining baseball. The Dodgers are doing what more teams should be doing, which is spending the kind of money that they have. And I guarantee you, if the roles were reversed and the Dodgers needed one huge pitcher to put them over the top and maybe win their first World Series ever, they'd be willing to trade Jesus DePaula or one of those guys. Yeah. You know, they would. And they just figure we'll develop another guy down the road. The Brewers had their chance. And I'm not saying they would have won the World Series. Obviously, you can't say that. But the Brewers have never won the World Series. Having Skubal with Mizorowski may not be able to lift his arm next year. Right? This was your big shot. And the Brewers, to me, passed on it. So,
and I don't think this is because some people are making it a small market versus big market thing. I can't go there.
You don't have to go there because we understand the reason that the trade was not made was because the Brewers did not offer enough. It had nothing to do with money. What will have to do with money is when the Dodgers re-sign Skubal for $400 million.
That's where we're going.
That's the issue, and that bothers. But that, again, is the Dodgers being able to do what they can do. They're not ruining baseball. Baseball's ruining baseball.
Baseball's ruining baseball, but I think the Dodgers are the person who, there's unwritten rules. Like, you don't put $1 billion deferred. No one's ever going to do this, so we don't need to put a byline in here. And then the Dodgers are the ones who do it, and you're kind of like, well, it's within the rules, but everybody kind of agreed not to put $1 billion deferral out there. You know what I'm saying, Chris?
I don't know that anybody really can put $1 billion deferred.
Well, that and that
be an issue as well.
Is a problem.
Well, look, baseball's got to be fix itself, and I don't have a lot of faith that they'll do it. I really don't. Speaking of the night ahead in Major League Baseball, Skubal makes his Dodger debut. Peralta debuts for the Rays. George Lombard. The greatest prospect since Babe Ruth, if he existed.
If he existed,
yeah.
Correct.
We know George Lombard exists because we saw him take BP earlier. He makes his Yankee debut tonight. Let's get to the Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo!
If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in the Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. We got nothing to review, Chris.
By the way, one last thing on prospects and trading all these guys and everything. Please understand that, like, when it goes across the bottom of the screen as it just did on MLB Network, George Lombard making his Yankee debut, he is the number 20 ranked prospect in baseball. Please understand that that is just somebody's opinion. There is no actual ranking system that puts him the 20th best player.
That is true.
Right?
Each team has their own ranking system.
But even that is just an opinion.
Yes, it's an eternal opinion, but we do put a lot of stock into these numbers.
We sure do. They traded their fourth best prospect. Is he? He might be, but he could be the second best or the sixth best. You see, you right?
Yeah.
So let's just keep it all with a grain of salt. Padres are favored tonight at Arizona by 1.5. I would say, without going overboard, a little important in the sense that the Phillies won last night.
Everybody won.
Diamondbacks won, so right now you're 2 back. You worked hard to get close. You don't want to start slipping behind again. So, Skraby, you're first. So the Padres get the equalizer tonight in this series, and they have to win by 2.
I believe they will.
All right, going Padres. I will go with Arizona, not because I want them, but Randy Vasquez versus Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a 2.3 something ERA.
It's very good.
And I'm challenging the Padres hitters because, as we said, they don't hit good pitching. They beat up the Rockies and the Royals and the all those teams.
Yeah.
But you got to beat some good pitching at some point.
You do.
And I hope it's tonight, but I think Arizona plus a 1.5 is the actual wager to make.
I may have bet with my heart, but I'm okay.
That's fine.
With that.
9 runs over under. We're going under.
Yeah, I mean, Padres offense has been good.
We had 6 runs last night. And, by the way, Wandy gave up the last 2. And they may as well have just shipped Craig Stammen to Egypt and on a one-way ticket.
Why?
How can you bring Wandy into the game?
I don't know.
Like, what do you want to do? He's on the team. You're down runs. You got to bring somebody in. You're not bringing in Mason Miller. The players have to do the job. Stop blaming it on Stammen.
Well, I think that we can argue that the role.
You're going to argue it?
Yeah, I'm going to argue that the role that Wandy. Here's Wandy's role when they're down by 5 runs in
5
the 6th
or more.
inning.
Well, then he shouldn't be on the team.
Well,
you can't have a guy.
like
You can't have a guy in the roster. You can only put in 5 runs or so down. That's absurd. I mean, I could go through Wandy's season. Anyway, I don't have time. But if I'm down, Wandy's one of the guys I'm looking at down there. And he's got to come in and hold the fort. And most times, actually, the Padres bullpen holds the fort.
They do.
They didn't last night. End of story. Stop firing the manager every time somebody in the bullpen gives up a run. It's not how it works.
I agree with that. People
9
need to
runs.
Chill out a little bit.
9 runs.
Under.
Under also. All right. Vasquez, 4 innings. If he goes 4, he'd be over. So over under 3 2/3. He's under. Is he going to go 4 innings tonight? Skraby, you go over under on Vasquez.
I have no clue.
Over under 4 innings for Randy Vasquez.
Over. They need length.
Yeah, they're not going to get it. They'll take him out. Even if he retires the first 11 batters, I think they'll take him out.
What did he do last week when he came in? Didn't he go 5?
He pitched at the end, though. He came in and pitched the last 5.
Yeah, he didn't start. You're right. I know that.
I don't think they'll let him go that long. I'm going to go under on that. Dodgers 1.5 at Cubs. Hey, look, we're all Cub fans tonight, I think. I mean, I'm not even root for PCA to hit one tonight against the Dodgers.
I'll go with that. I'll go with
Cubs.
Yep.
Scooble, 8.5 Ks. Dodger debut as he just geeked up, throwing some gas. He's got 116 Ks already this year. He's kind of good.
He missed like a month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under. I feel like he's gonna have a bad start just because he's got a lot of pressure. He's got a lot of eyeballs on him. He's gonna be too, as you say, geeked up.
I'll go under as well. That's geeked up is a real thing for a pitcher. Tampa Bay, Colorado, 11 runs at Coors Field. This is Freddie Peralta's debut. You're up.
Over, under, well, just
Peralta struggled mightily with the Mets, but he's 3-0 with a 1.2 career at Coors Field, which is weird.
I'm going to go over.
You're going to go over anyway? That's not swaying you?
No, it's not.
Last night, these teams scored 22 runs. And I'll tell you, Cole Carrick, the Aztec, is having a really unbelievable thing. 389 since, like, the beginning of July or something. Second best in all of baseball. He's been great.
I do love his attitude,
great
too.
debut for him. I'll say under. Peralta debuts with a solid effort. George Lombard, Yankee debut. Half hit, over, under. I go under. He doesn't get a hit in his debut, and the Yankee fans boo him back to the minor leagues.
I'm going to say he gets a hit. Over.
Right, gets a hit. And one more for the WNBA tonight. It's the only game on the board. Golden State, the Valkyries, taking on the Tempo. Toronto. Seems like the Tempo always get in our wagering somehow.
They do.
But the Valkyries are big-time favorites at home by 11.5. And if you're wondering, by the way, the WNBA, not fining or even disciplining at all Paige Beckers and Angel Reese for betting on the All-Star game. But as you and I said, they can't.
They can't.
The WNBA themselves are the dummies who put the video out.
You have to suspend yourself if you suspend them.
Yeah, and you know what? That might not be a bad idea, the way they run that league sometimes. Kelsey Plum, by the way, our friend, not our friend, but the Powegian, got traded.
She did.
From L.A. to Phoenix.
I was reading that things weren't going well between the team and Kelsey Plum. Like, she wanted to win, and team...
Yeah. Like, why would you not like Kelsey Plum? Like, Kelsey Plum is a proven winner.
Yeah.
Like, listen to her. Don't listen to the people that aren't listening to her. Anyway, she got traded to Phoenix, scored 22 in her debut. Valkyries, I'm just going to give you the standings. Golden State is, 20-9.
Well, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. And the Tempo are way down there, 10-19. 11 and a half.
I'm going to go with the Valkyries.
You're going with your hometown Valkyries. I'll go with them as well. All right, that's our daily Gambito. I think it's pretty good, though. We got a lot of interesting stuff tonight, especially in Major League Baseball, the day after the trade deadline.
It spans the gambit.
Oh,
Get
very
it?
good.
Get
Yeah,
it? Isn't
yeah.
it gamut, though?
Probably.
Spans the gamut.
Bryce Harper, by the way, just for a little fun stuff, I noticed he is starting in right field tonight.
Yeah.
He's got to make the move out there to right field.
He said only for this year, though.
Oh, he's already told
He does
them.
not want to get put back in right field permanently.
Well, we'll see how long he lasts there. Can he do the job?
I was listening to MLB Network yesterday, and they were saying the one big worry is that he had that arm, the Tommy John surgery a few years ago, and his arm strength is not there.
Well, then why would they put him there?
I have no idea. Because they wanted Luis Arraez.
Because, they got Luis Arraez. By the way, where's Luis Arraez batting tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies? Where do you think?
Second.
Yeah, he's batting cleanup.
He's what? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
All right.
Here. Luis Arraez is hitting clean up.
They got Schwarber, they got Harper, they got Brandon Marsh.
It goes Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Arraez. By the way, Alec Boehm is hitting fifth, and he's playing first base. I saw people around Philadelphia, and I don't follow the Phillies that close. They said Alec Boehm is done. Like, should go right. He should go to the bench.
What?
They say he's terrible. He can't field at third. He's going to be worse at first. And they say he can't hit. I have to look up his stats.
I was going to say, are you listening to just Philadelphia fans?
Yes and no. I don't think they'd be that hard on him if he could do something.
Well, he is also suing his parents for stealing his money, so maybe that, it's on his mind.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but...
I don't know. I was just giving him an out, Chris.
All right, Padre lineup is out. We'll give you that, and we'll give you Matt Snyder when we come back on Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Wood.
All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is, somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was going to say it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle. Like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it, with dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name beaver nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name beaver nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth, but if you've ever had a
Padres catch a little break there. And although his replacement, James McCann, did have an RBI last night, Lars Nootbaar makes his Arizona debut this evening. All right, Matt Snyder, CBS Sports. Thank you so much, Matt, as always, for joining us. How are you as we all take a deep breath after yesterday's craziness?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, it was fun. It was a steady stream that never got overwhelming at any point in time. So I thought it was a pretty fun day. There were three of us riding, so we were able to kind of, take turns and never felt, overwhelmed or anything. So I thought it was a really fun one.
I did. Too. I was scrolling all day, and I can do that anyway, but it's more fun when some fun stuff's coming down the pike, and you're reading and you're excited. Well, let's start with our guys here and just get your quick take. I mean, Robbie Ray and Casey Mize. Now, I don't know if you heard today. You probably have. It's all over now. That Nick Pivetta left his start. Doesn't look too good for him coming back. His rehab start apparently hurt his arm. Musgrove actually did okay today. But Robbie Ray, Casey Mize, does that up the Padres' chances in your mind?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, at this point, any of those guys who is a wild card possibility to come back, you're only talking about needing a fourth guy for the playoff rotation, assuming that you can make the playoffs, which, that is an assumption. That's a big assumption because they've still got work to do there. But I think that we don't need to rehash the situation the Padres are in, and that you might as well just continue to go for it as long as you're anywhere close. And if the Padres can make the playoffs, it looks like they have built something where there's a possibility to kind of put a scare into one of the big guys, because Michael King, Casey Mize, Robbie Ray, top three with that bullpen. And then, yes, I've dogged on the offense all year, and rightfully so, but you know the potential in Tatis, Machado, Merrill, with the other guys, the France, Sheets, Rengifo. There's potential that everything could go right for a few weeks, and all of a sudden you're in the NLCS. Of course, they get, as we well know, they could still miss the playoffs. They could still get swept in the wild card round, what have you. But I liked the Mize and Ray additions from the aspect of you've built a roster that, even if it's not that deep on top shelf talent, it's one that, if everything kind of fell right, could make some noise in the playoffs. And you don't really have to have depth in the playoffs. I mean, The example I always go back to is the 2019 Nationals, where they had three great starting pitchers, and they even had to use a few of them in relief sometimes because their bullpen wasn't that deep, and they had about four really good hitters. That can really just pull you across the finish line in the playoffs.
And they had four good hitters for like a month, because I don't know that what was the old third base? Rendon ever hit again after that.
Yeah, Rendon, that was it. Yeah. But like Rendon was great. It was like Rendon, Soto, Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, and then mixed in every once in a while Ryan Zimmerman. So 4 to 5-ish.
Talking to Matt Snyder, CBS Sports on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bang Banking, it's better. We'll talk about that great 1-2 punch of Mizorowski and Scoop. Oh wait, no, we'll talk about that in a little bit. That would have been the greatest 1-2 punch, I don't know, in history, I'll just say. But sticking with the Padres, Mason Miller was not traded, which was awesome for us. Adrian Morejon was not traded. Were you surprised that none of the big leaguers got moved for the Padres?
No, in hindsight, no. Like, if you're going to go out and get Ray and Mize, then you're saying we're going to try to go for it. And if you're going to do that, then why would you subtract one of your main bullpen guys? So I think once he was committed that he knew, I'm going to get multiple starting pitchers who have resembled frontline starters Casey Mize all year this year when he hasn't been hurt, and Robbie Ray the last handful of starts have resembled the frontline starters. So if you're going to say we have three guys who could look like frontline starters, why subtract from the bullpen if you're going to do that? So not surprised in hindsight. Right before they got hot, before the deadline, that mini hot streak right before the deadline, I wondered, he might do Miller and Morejon. But once they got close enough and he decided to grab those two starters, no, you got to keep everybody.
Matt Snyder, CBS Sports, is our guest. I saw it somewhere said, look, A.J. Preller, we just love A.J. Preller. And I understand where they're coming from because he's always trying to win. I don't know why anybody has an issue with that. That is at the heart of the problem apparently around baseball. I want everybody to read Matt Snyder's column today on CBS Sports, but I'll give you the headline. The Dodgers aren't the biggest villains in the Tariq Skubal trade. The cowardly teams who let it happen are. I don't think you write headlines, but I think it hits your article perfectly.
It sums it up.
Right, and it hits what we've been saying the last 2 days, Matt. I know a lot of our listeners think that we're being hating on the Dodgers because it's just a general.
No, hating on the Brewers.
Yeah, I think we're really madder at the Brewers than anybody else who allowed it to go. The Brewers, I don't know. They could have done it, it seems like. So that's the problem, right?
But no, it's all I've heard from, I think, half the city of Milwaukee that I didn't already have muted on Twitter the last day that they've been yelling at me. But one of the things they talk about is we shouldn't have mortgaged the future. And I'm so tired of hearing that because the future still, they make the playoffs every single year, and they're one of 5 teams that has not won a World Series before. They haven't even been to the World Series since the early 80s with Robin Yount. Why are we continuing to talk about the future when you have the best record in baseball? Yes, they do have a better record than the Dodgers right now. Come on, man. And it's not just adding Skubal. If I would have locked horns with any of these people, one of the things I would have said is it's not just adding Skubal, it's preventing the Dodgers from getting him. Now, instead of having Skubal and Mizorowski in your rotation against the Dodgers, if you get to the NLCS again, you're going to be facing him. And then, our offense is good. Yeah, that's great because now you have to face Skubal with the offense that you don't think is very good.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. But I would say I still rank above the Brewers in terms of my frustration, the Tigers. Now, I know you guys got Mize out of it, so that's not all bad. But 2.5 games out of a playoff spot, second best record in the American League since the start of June after the Red Sox, who have gone just ridiculous. That league's wide open. It's not like you have the Dodgers in that league. You've got the Rays at the top, maybe the Yankees if they get Judge and Bellinger back. That league is winnable right now. And if they headed into the playoffs, they've got some dudes on offense. They would have to figure their bullpen out. But between Tarik Skubal, Casey Mize, and Melton, that's a pretty solid big three right there. So them selling 2.5 games out to me is just laughable.
And we can also talk about why if they really had to do it, why they didn't at least wait till the deadline to see if they could get more. Matt Snyder's our guest. Here's where I put it with the Brewers, and if you could comment on it. The top prospect, Jesus Made, the shortstop, right?
It's like my day.
My day. I've been trying. I've been going. I know. I've been going
I was waiting for.
Well, I've been going back and forth all day. All right. So Jesus.
Yeah, it sounds like Made though.
I'll call him
if
Jesus.
Anybody wants to look it up.
Yeah, Jesus Made, my day. All right. Look, he's the number one prospect in the whole world. I get that. But let's say he comes up to the Brewers next year and plays shortstop for 10 years. Do they have a better chance with him at shortstop to win a World Series, or do they have a better chance to win with Skubal this year?
I would say with Skubal this year,
right?
Especially
so that's
with,
why
Kyle Harrison to come back.
Yeah,
you would have 2 bona fide aces along with a guy who was an all-star caliber pitcher before he got hurt this year. You could stand toe to toe with the Dodgers with that.
That's why it's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
It is.
We're talking to Matt Snyder, CBS Sports. Here's another our listener theory about what's going on with baseball and how the Dodgers were able to get Skubal is because they are so far above everyone in money and what they're able to spend. They're able to buy free agents, which then pushes their prospects back into the minor leagues, so that when it comes time to trade, the Dodgers have a ton of prospects because they don't need them for their major league team. What do you think about that?
There's a little something to that, but a lot more of it is just how good they are at player development and scouting and drafting. Like most of the teams that sit toward the top of prospect rankings every year do so because they were able to pick very highly in the draft. And the Dodgers go near the back, if not last, every single year, and they still end up having. Well, I already saw somebody put out the top 100 prospects right now after the trade deadline, and the Dodgers were tied for the most with 6, even after that trade.
Yeah,
that's not just free agency. That is an operation that is impeccable at everything, top to bottom. The show that Andrew Friedman is running. Yes.
Yeah, no, they deserve what they get, but the rest of baseball deserves what it gets because they're not pressuring the Dodgers, and it's getting to the point. All right, let me ask you this because I went overboard. Skraby went overboard, and I listened to him on the conspiracy that, baseball in a way is almost happy the Dodgers got this because it's going to help their narrative when they try to tell everybody that baseball's broken. It really isn't unfair to say that it's going to help their narrative, is it, Matt?
I don't think that is a ridiculous conspiracy theory at all. I bet you as much as they've already been putting out stuff. I've never seen this before in any CBA talk where in like May they're already putting out propaganda for the ownership side.
That's right.
I'm not going to say necessarily Rob Manfred, but I could say any non-contending smaller market team. Let's say the A's, who are going to move into Vegas in a few years, the Royals right now. I bet you they were smiling ear to ear when they saw that Skubal went to the Dodgers instead of the Brewers or Rays.
Yeah,
I will just say that.
Interesting.
I don't think he's wrong. I mean, they have to be because they're already trying to convince us that it's the players who are greedy and it is baseball that is broken. That's what they're trying to convince us. And
now the narrative is going to be Skubal only wanted to go to the Dodgers anyway, and the Tigers were doing right by him.
Yeah,
and that is also unfair. So,
that is
because that's why I kept trying to say to people like this isn't even a salary cap thing; it was a trade, and he's owed $9 million and change the rest of the year. Every team could afford to do that right now.
That's why I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's why I'm so mad at baseball. That's why I'm so mad at baseball because they could. This was the way that they're on the even playing field with the Dodgers, is trading prospects and players.
They don't want to be on the even playing field until the players give them a salary cap, which they're not going to do. Matt, real quick, I got 2 minutes to give you a shot. I mean, with this, the trade deadline, everything else that's happened, are we closer or further away from baseball next year? I mean, I just think we're getting further and further.
I was about to say it hasn't moved. If the Dodgers win the World Series, we're further away from it. But I still think that there's just too much at stake to go into next season without baseball being played.
I pray you're right.
I'm sticking by my argument that it's going to be similar to last time and that it is going to absolutely suck for the majority of the offseason, and it'll drag into March. But I think by the time we get closer to mid-March, when they're starting to stare at games not being played, the players need to get their salaries during the season and have to play to be able to do that. And the owners need those tickets at the gate. And not to mention the streaming fees that I assume those go away if they're not playing games as well. So I think that there's too much at stake here. I also think that there's a chance that some small and large market teams are going to fight because if there's a salary cap, there has to be a floor. And people are talking about the floor needs to be like $140 million. And if you look at some of those bottom payroll teams down in the 70s and 80s, they don't want to pay that much more in salary. So they're going to go to the rich teams, Dodgers, Yankees, Cubs, and say, hey, we need more revenue sharing from you if you think we're going to get to that salary floor. And they're going to go, screw you, we already give you enough in revenue sharing. So we might get a little owner infighting there too.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's something that people don't read about enough or consider when they say the Dodgers are ruining baseball. But the Dodgers give teams like the Pirates and the Royals tons of money in the what do they call it? The tax, the luxury tax. Yeah. So they give them tons of money.
Tax, where do you think that money goes?
Right. So the Royals take it and they keep it.
Pocket it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get why we hate the Dodgers because we're the Padres. But the teams that should be hated are the ones that are letting the Dodgers do it. Read Matt's article today. It explains it all perfectly. It's really good in CBS Sports. Quick update, Matt. Luis Arraez debuts with an RBI single for the Phillies. So all is good for the moment in Philadelphia. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Always a pleasure. Matt Snyder there from CBS Sports. Yes, Luis Arraez, first AB for the Phillies, 2 on. Was that the typical Luis Arraez hit, too?
Oh, totally.
Line drive, left center, base hit.
He's fired up. The park is on fire.
Park's going crazy. There's Arraez jerseys everywhere.
Yeah. And he looks good in the Phillies.
Funny how we hate him.
Can we stop that?
It's not wrong.
Can we stop that?
We can't.
Number one, he was not worth the $13 million coming into this year.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then that's what you should have paid him.
He proved it.
You should have paid him then. So, all right, we'll take a break. Chris vs. the Fans is coming up. 833-288-0973.
Chris vs. the Fans Generator 2.0.
Oh, that's right. We got AI involved in it today?
No AI. It's more just me putting the question. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, don't miss it because it'll probably get screwed up.
I have a backup plan.
Okay. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down for everybody.
Really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola.
Okay.
Going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell?
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, "Hey, there's a commotion."
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that. But we go kind of, not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavy set?
She's in the shape of somebody who's in their 70s. You've got to rescue the poor lady. She's trapped under the gondola. Of course, as soon as she falls and there's the commotion, the guy running the station stops the gondola.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Which means everybody on the mountain and 4 miles away has to stop. Everybody has to stop while we try to extricate the lady from the gondola.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Underneath the gondola. She's got one leg on the gondola. The rest of her body is underneath the gondola. And when I arrive to see what's going on, I'm kind of the first or second person there.
You're a first responder?
Pretty much. The guy running the gondola place is busy stopping
traffic.
The ride.
Yeah.
No, he's stopping the ride.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're kind of first there. Lori's behind me. The lady's on her back. She's looking straight up in the air. And the only description I have is one of utter panic and utter terror combined with total helplessness.
Oh, I thought you were going to say embarrassment.
No, total helplessness. She's not only trapped, but she's not even remotely doing anything to help herself. She's kind of in a panic, and you think something terrible is going to happen, or she does.
Okay.
I go over there. First thing, breathe.
That's what you said?
I told the lady to breathe.
That's good.
I said, you're going to be okay.
That's good.
Just breathe.
That's good.
Try to relax.
That was the perfect thing you could have said.
As I'm stupidly pulling this 250-pound gondola, trying to pull it off of her. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're getting
the gondola is way heavier than 250 pounds.
Yeah, right. 1,000-pound gondola.
So you're trying to move the gondola.
Just move it a little.
Is her leg how is she attached to this gondola?
Well, I told you her one leg's actually on the gondola in the doorway.
Okay.
Then the rest of her body's underneath. What is stuck with her in the gondola is her belly, not her leg.
Oh no.
That's right. Okay.
No.
So I'm pulling. By the time finally a couple more people pull and we are able to get enough airway to get her to scramble out of there, and then she immediately stepped on the gondola to go take her ride up the mountain, and off she went.
This is.
I felt like I saved her life. I really do. I honestly feel like I almost saved her life.
I kind of will credit you with this.
You know, she was. I think if I didn't tell her to breathe, I think she would have gone into some sort of shock or whatever you do.
No,
she was
you're
going
right.
into a
You're right.
panic, Skraby.
You're
She was going into
absolutely
an absolute panic. And, you know, I had to calming her down, I think, was the number one thing. She wasn't in any real danger, but she wasn't feeling great because she was trapped under the gondola.
But
the
fact that you said her belly was...
Yes, her belly, yeah. I'm telling you, Scrabe, it was a factor. And there was, you know, there's a couple of people pulling on an arm trying to drag her out.
I'm crying.
I know. There's people on the other side with her arm. They're trying to drag her. I'm like lifting the gondola so she can get a little room to get out of there.
You're like, hey, I'm going to take the gondola. It's lighter.
All right. I didn't say that. You did. But it was quite the scene.
I am happy that she's okay, obviously.
She's fine.
If
she
this
got
was
right on the gondola.
If this was a worse story, I would not be laughing. But she's fine. You did probably help her a lot more than you think you did.
I think so, because she was able to calm down just a tad. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down
like
for everybody.
really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell?
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, hey, there's a commotion.
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that. But we go kind of, not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. Here in the 4 o'clock hour, Tony Gwynn Jr. is down in Arizona getting ready for the broadcast. Of course, he was with us earlier. And thanks so much, as always, to Matt Snyder. He's so good to us. Do you send him goodies or something, Skraby?
I have actually sent him cards at the end of each season.
He's so good, and we really appreciate it for him coming on. And he joins us on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking, it's better. And he doesn't have to do that, and he does, and we appreciate it. But, you know, you can also tell he just loves talking baseball. He enjoys it. And you can see it and read it in his writing. And, you know, like I said today, I think he hits it on the head. Don't blame the Dodgers, although we hate the Dodgers. I get it, so we're supposed to blame them. But really, the Brewers, the Tiger, everybody involved in this allowed Skubal to, you know, go to the Dodgers. It's simple as that. Go ahead.
I just want to say the Dodgers should not get off scot-free here. They have been a part of creating this problem. They are the team that has created this problem.
Okay, but explain what you mean.
They've created the problem because they were the only team that actually went through some of the rules and deferred money and ended up bringing in a ton of free agents and then going and getting, you know, Shohei Ohtani and then getting Yamamoto and then getting Roki Sasaki.
You're blaming them for that?
I'm blaming them for doing the thing that, you know, no one ever thought was going to happen. This is why they didn't write in the they didn't write in the CBA, hey, you need to you can't have $1 billion of deferred contracts, because no one ever thought that was going to happen. And so they were like, hey, there's no rule against this. We can do it. Let's do it. So they're part of the problem.
In the mid-'70s, I will tell you that Steinbrenner went and bought every single free agent and turned the Yankees into World Series champs. That was what he did. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. You're just saying you're saying the Dodgers are the only team ever to do it.
No, it's just being exacerbated with the large money that is made these days.
All right, let's do Little Chris versus the fans. 833-288-0973. If you want to play some trivia, you can win tickets to see the concert there at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater on August 29th. The group is called Muse, M-U-S-E. 2 tickets. Skraby says the show's really cool and lots of lights and neon and flashing and fun stuff. And good music. You can get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or win a couple here. Before we start the game, though, Skrabe, this is a historic day, and we just saw the highlights. So I wanted to, because I think it's one of the great days, one of the great crazy things in baseball history. And I love this kind of stuff. And the day after the trade deadline, especially, I think this is interesting because here are the Padres. I'm not blaming anybody, but still waiting for Robbie Ray to arrive. Tony said he's supposed to get here tonight. Casey Mize is supposed to speak today.
He stopped in Arizona somewhere to feed the horse.
Whatever, but hopefully Casey Mize can pitch tomorrow. We don't know yet. We haven't heard anything official. But on this day in 1982, a outfielder, right-handed hitter named Joel Youngblood started the game for the New York Mets at Wrigley Field. It was a day game, of course, at Wrigley. And in the 3rd inning, Youngblood got a base hit off Hall of Famer Ferguson Jenkins. It drove in 2 runs. It gave the Mets a lead 3-1 early in the ball game. 2 innings later, manager George Bamberger, the Mets, pulled him aside and told him he'd been traded to the Montreal Expos. Well, Joel Youngblood grabbed his stuff, took care of whatever matters he had to take care of. And then the Expos called him and said, we're a little short-handed for our game tonight in Philadelphia. Any way you could get here? And so Joel Youngblood flew to Philadelphia from Chicago. He didn't get there in time for the start of the game, but he did get there in the middle of the game. And as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning for the Expos, he singled off another Hall of Famer, Steve Carlton, and he became the only player in baseball history, and I'm sure they probably will continue to be the only ever guy to get a hit for 2 different teams on the same day. That's so cool.
That is
and he
crazy.
did it against 2 Hall of Fame pitchers to boot.
That is crazy. I can't say it will never happen again because it could, but it is not likely.
It's not likely. And coming the day after the trade deadline is interesting because certain guys are with their new teams now. Arise got a hit tonight already. Skubal starting.
I have an update on the Padres guys.
So now give me a Padre because I could use one.
Well, from the Padres tweeted out, we've added Casey Mize and Gage Workman to the 26-man roster. JP Sears, Rodolfo Duran back to AAA. Kevin Acey says that they're there. Robbie Ray is expected to arrive tonight.
But we don't know when either of those guys are playing.
Kevin Acey also put in parentheses, guess we know who tomorrow's starter is. I think we can, and this is not his tweet, but I think we can.
Well, I hope it's Casey Mize because he hasn't pitched since July 25th.
It's probably
so
him.
Tomorrow night would make some sense.
Probably him.
Well, either way, we're happy to have Casey Mize and Robbie Ray and even Workman, who's going to be kind of a utility guy.
He's going to be a workman?
Yeah, hopefully. But none of those guys are Joel Youngblood. Let's play Chris versus the fans.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. Chris versus the fans. When was the last time we played this? Oh, it wasn't yesterday, so...
It's been at least last week.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I can tell
Time
you.
I have no concept of time. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it and you'll get that question for free today. All right, let's get to the first. And we're going to go to someone named Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
What's going on, guys?
Hi, Thomas. Welcome to the show, sir.
Are you ready to play?
First time player.
First time player.
Happy to hear it, Thomas. Happy to hear it.
Happy to hear it indeed. Oh, my gosh.
Wishing you the best of luck here.
Yes.
What do you got?
I accidentally closed the browser.
Oh, so you've already off to a terrible start with your newfangled system?
I accidentally closed.
Man.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. From 2003, or this is question number 2, I'm sorry. From 2003 to 2016, what advantage was awarded to the winning league of the All-Star game?
Is it home field advantage?
Home field advantage in the... I didn't ask where,
A little more specific, but I think he knows.
Yeah. It's
We'll give it a-
home field advantage for the World Series, so good for you.
It was that long they gave that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
2003 to 16. They did that for a long time, stupidly.
Stupidly. Here we go. I thought it was good.
It was all right.
Question number 3.
For the win, Thomas.
When I looked this up, Chris, I was like, I had no idea, never even thought about it. But Thomas, what team did Wilt Chamberlain score his infamous 100 points against?
Oh, it was with the Lakers. I'm going to pass on this. I don't remember the opponent.
Okay, he's going to pass. Unfortunately, I think this is probably right in Chris's wheelhouse.
It's pretty good. He played, obviously, not for the Lakers, actually. He was with Philadelphia then. The game was in Hershey, Pennsylvania, which made no sense.
Yep.
The opponent was the Knickerbockers.
You are correct.
Yeah. Sorry about that,
Thanks,
Thomas.
for playing.
It is one of the craziest things. There's no video of the game. There's no audio of the game. And all there is one photo taken after the game of Wilt holding a piece of paper that says 100 on it.
You know what? If someone
that could actually be taken anywhere.
If someone said that didn't happen, I might believe
that's
you.
more likely than Babe Ruth not existing.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a box score for the Wilt Chamberlain 100 game, but
it is wild that there's only that one picture.
That's it.
All right, let's go to our next contestant, Mark in Vista. Hello,
Hi, Mark.
Mark.
How's it going?
Very good, sir. Very good.
You ready to play?
Yep, let's do it.
Here we go.
Vista. I like Vista.
Who
Home
was
of the
the
Panthers?
Yeah, Vista. Sorry, Mark, you're going to have to hear about my Vista High School story.
Okay.
Vista was the last football game I ever played. They beat us in the playoffs.
At Vista?
At Vista.
Yeah,
they
good
crushed
fans there.
us.
The
They
Big
crushed
Red.
us. They
Vista,
were
the Big
so
Red.
good when we played
the
them.
Big Red, yeah.
Even Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, couldn't overcome it.
Couldn't overcome the Panthers.
No.
Huh?
And they were always so big and they hit hard. And anyway. All right, Mark. Which manager led the Padres to the 2022 NLCS?
Bob Melvin.
Hey,
Bob
Bobby.
Melvin is correct.
Couldn't wait to run him out of town.
Yeah.
And real quick, I didn't go to Vista. I went to Madison. But
Oh, you're in Vista now. You're a Warhawk then. Good to hear.
Okay.
I'm
Is
just
that
saying.
true?
attaboy.
Yeah, he's a Madison Warhawk.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. Dwight Clark is credited with the catch. What team did he catch it against?
Against the Bengals.
The
Bengals.
Unfortunately, Chris knows this.
The catch put him into the Super Bowl against the Bengals.
Very interesting.
But yeah, he caught it against Everson Walls, the cornerback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, you even knew the cornerback's name.
Seen that photo a few times.
Sorry
Craig.
about that, Mark.
You know they have a thanks, Mark. They have a statue. You know this.
Yes,
You've seen
yes.
it.
Yeah, I
at
haven't
Levi's.
seen it. I've never been to Levi's.
What is it called?
It's Levi's.
Levi's Park. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, they have Montana's over here, and the exact distance away is the statue
Really?
of Clark catching the ball. Montana's statue's over there where he threw the ball.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
it's good. It's good.
Kind of gives you a perspective on how long the throw was.
Yeah, even I like that statue.
If Montana doesn't get that, he was about to be crushed too.
Well, Ed Too Tall Jones was bearing down on him, and Ed Too Tall was tall.
And he was scary.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next contestant. We'll go to Steven in Chula Vista. Hello, Steven. Steven?
How's it going?
Hey,
Good.
Steven. He's there.
All right, here
We
we
got
go. Question number 1.
Chula Vista, by the way, home of the Spartans, if you went to Chula Vista.
What about East Lake?
East Lake's the Titans.
Oh, nice
I know
job.
all these.
Nice
most
job.
of these.
Nice job.
Yeah.
All right, question number 1. Under the current 18-week NFL schedule, how many official preseason games does a NFL team play now?
Preseason number of games. Three is right.
Is correct.
Unless you're the Panthers and the Cardinals, you get an extra one this year with the Hall of
Yes,
Fame.
you do. You get 4.
They're pretty excited, I'm sure, to have it.
All right.
By the way, for both of you and anyone else, back in the day, 6 preseason games.
Whoa.
Doesn't that seem really stupid now?
Yes, because 4 seemed like overkill.
I know.
I
They
can't
used to
even
have
believe
6 of them.
6. That is crazy.
Yeah.
How many guys made it to the season?
Well, almost everybody. And I'll tell you what, the starters played most of the preseason games.
Wow.
Yeah, it was different.
Well, it was back in the day when we were tougher. We were tougher and we were better in every way.
It was different. It was different. I didn't say that. I just said it was different.
Okay. Question number 2. What number did Shaquille O'Neal wear when he played for the Lakers?
34.
34 is correct.
Good job, Steven. I was going to say 32. I was going to miss that one.
You know, here's a fun thing that I learned about him.
Uh-huh.
Each year, or each team, he went up a number. So he started at 32, they went 33,
He's 32
34.
with the Magic.
Yeah, they went
Yes, he
33, 34,
was.
35, 36.
Very good.
Yeah, so
All
that's
right,
pretty
that is interesting. I did not know that about the big fella.
All right, Steven.
Yeah, I was scared you're going to ask about the Cavaliers number, and I was like, no way, I'm going to get this.
All right. Yeah, the Cavaliers number was probably 36.
He was up to
Or
40 by then.
Was he
yeah.
with the Celtics or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he did play for the Celtics and the Suns at the end. Shaq was a mercenary by the end.
Yes,
for
he
sure.
was. Here we go. Question number 3.
By the way, he was still better than most guys in the league, though, when he was playing for those other teams.
What former Padre later won a World Series title with the Giants in 2014? I'll actually take this that's a step further. What Padres pitcher won a World Series title with the Giants in 2014?
Oh, boy.
Give me Jake Peavy.
He's going with Peavy.
Peavy is correct!
Good job, Steven. Well done.
Stay right there, Steven.
Use on it. You know what? I came with it just as he said it. So it was good that you got it because I probably would have said the same. But that's a great call. Steven, stay on the line. Chula Vista Spartans celebrate. Again, I don't know if he went there, but
see my AI app says fan wins the gauntlet.
Well done, Steven.
Ready for a new caller, it says.
We'll take a break. More Gwynn and Chris coming up. We got a lot still to get done. There has to be some NFL news that we can kick around.
There's been some extensions today.
Always fun to talk.
Contracts.
Yeah, I don't even care if there's no news. We'll still talk football. Chris vs. the Fan program, part of the show. 4:23, you're right in the way of the clock. There you go. 4:23 is the time.
Oh, you need me to move my head?
Not really. It's okay. Padres making a couple of roster moves the day after the trade deadline. Casey Mize is officially on the roster. So is Gage Workman. Now, he was largely overlooked yesterday. Gage Workman was, right? It was all about getting Casey Mize from the Tigers.
I'm sorry, Gage, but...
Right in the bottom of the little tiny small print there, it said, and Gage Workman as well.
It did.
So, I thought we'd tell you a little bit about Gage. He's on the roster now. Rodolfo Duran has been sent back. So the Padres are back to the two-catcher format. And... for Mize, they replaced J.P. Sears. Now, I don't think that'll last too long. Like, Sears could come back potentially. He's actually done okay.
He has,
right?
He has.
I thought Sears would just, get bombed pretty much routinely.
He's kept you in games.
Done okay. But he's the guy they send out for now. They'll have to send one more out when Robbie Ray gets here tomorrow or tonight. Later tonight, they'll probably put him on the roster tomorrow. Kevin Acee, guessing along with everybody else that Casey Mize being on the roster today means he will get the start tomorrow. It's an open spot right now. Casey Mize hasn't pitched in 10 days, so it makes perfect sense that he'll start tomorrow. But I did want to tell you a little bit about Gage Workman, just so you know who we're talking about. He's more of an infielder, third base, shortstop kind of guy. Utility, drafted by the Tigers in the 4th round out of Arizona State University. Probably no higher than the 3rd best hitter in the history of the school after Barry Bonds and Reggie Jackson. But
those are
yeah,
hard
there's
guys.
a couple guys probably ahead of old Gage Workman there. He is a young man, 26 years old. He has been in, let me see how many games this year. 16 games. He's only gone 6 for 38, Skraby, but he does have 2 homers, so it sounds like he could run into one. He's also struck out 16 times. He's hit 158. I don't expect him to set the world on fire, but the one thing I will say for now, having a third catcher was a bit of a luxury. But it took away a lot of your maneuverability late in games when you needed to put a guy in in the infield or
defensive replacement, pinch runner,
whatever it might have been. Yeah. So Workman will give it a little more maneuverability, but I'm not counting on this guy to save the season.
I hope he does.
Sure, be great.
That would be amazing.
But let's trying to be a little realistic here.
Yeah,
I'm not counting on it.
Yeah,
but he's on the roster, so he could be in there tonight. Sheets. Did we hear anything about Gavin Sheets? Now, he walked out with the boot yesterday, didn't play last night. He's not in the lineup tonight against the lefty, so he's not been put on any injured list yet, right?
Yes.
That we know of. So
no, he has not. Definitely has
not. The other 2 guys on the bench tonight, besides Sheets and Workman, are Campusano and my guy, Sun Moon Song. Those are the 4 bench guys heading into tonight's ball game against Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I think. Never mind.
Really?
Yeah, sorry. I started reading a Woods tweet as I was talking, and I lost it.
All of our baseball coverage, on 97.3 The Fan is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi. One price, 5 years, guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. We don't have enough time to get into what's happening at our where I live.
Oh,
but we have a situation. I'm gonna throw it in there quick. We have a situation where somebody's been chosen to lead our board. I bet you anyone who lives in one of these, any development has a homeowners association. So if you own a house, you know where I'm coming here.
Yeah.
First of all. Second of all, good luck. I mean, happy for anybody who does own a house. It's not easy in San Diego. I get it. But we do, and we're part of a huge development, of course, and then we live in a smaller development. And somebody who's in charge of our smaller development made some changes that nobody really liked and agreed with, and kind of railroaded the changes through. and without a lot of backing and a lot of people really being aware of what was happening till it had happened. And so we in the smaller section of our community, we booted this person out. We said, you're not even representing us. We don't want you. And then ran them out. Well, they went and just somehow became in charge of the entire community. So they went from us booting them from our little development to running the whole community. And now they're trying to exact the same changes.
What's in it for them?
I don't know.
Are they going to get the rebate to them?
Yeah, I'll tell you what the changes are. They're trying to take grass out from the common areas, which everybody wants the grass, and lawn grass. Okay, everybody, I know it's funny.
Oh, yeah, you mean the other grass?
Oh yeah, dude. So they're
this type of grass, man.
All right, sorry, Laramie Tunsil. I apologize, but yeah, so they're trying to grass out from a lot of the common areas, saying that's not used. And evidently, there's some rebate from the state of California. If you get rid of grass and use less water, you can get a little money. But to me, we ought to all agree upon that. The people who all live there ought to agree, yes, take the grass out. We'll be happy to have a little more money in our, in our accounts.
Yeah.
But I don't know that anybody wants that. Yet the person in charge is saying, hey, I'm just doing it anyway. And everybody in our community is asking for a town hall meeting so we can all just get in on it and find out what's going on. And the person's like, no, we're doing it. And signs went up today that said the grass is being taken out on Thursday. People, I mean, honestly,
what?
Yes, honestly, Skraby, I may not be in Thursday because I and everybody else in our community may be lying on the lawn, to
let's take the show down there.
this.
I'm going to chain myself to the lawn
You
or
know what I
something
mean?
like that.
But so anyway, if you got a homeowners association, and most of you do, you know where I'm coming from here. But this stuff, why does it happen in our world? Give somebody an inch, they got to take a mile. You're in charge. If you're in charge, that means we put you there because you should represent what we want to do, or at least our opinion ought to matter. And these people just start making uniform changes. I don't get it.
Yeah, I had there's an example today at Vaughn's when I got my lunch earlier of how selfish our society has become.
Okay.
And here I am getting on my soapbox.
Get on there.
Went to go grab a sandwich. Couldn't find a sandwich.
At Vaughn's?
Yeah, I had to go get a salad, which is fine. But
they got some pretty good sandwich places around here. You chose Vaughn's for your sandwich?
I need to be quick.
Okay.
You're right, though. Okay. There are great sandwich places around here.
Go ahead.
So I'm waiting in the self-checkout line, which sometimes has to go down the beer aisle. And
it always has to go down the beer aisle. Yes.
So
when
it's
lengthy
in line
there at Vaughn's, you wait
Yes.
in the beer aisle for
Yes.
one of the self-checkout things to open up.
You
had your salad now, not your sandwich.
My salad.
Okay.
I look out of the corner of my eye, see someone grabbing beer. He's kind of looking at things. Opened the door. Didn't like that. Walked to the next door, but didn't close the first door. Opened the next door. Oh, I like this. Walked away, Chris, with the two fridge cooler doors open.
Wow.
How either A, dumb, or B, selfish do you have to be to leave two cooler doors open? That is insane. That is absolutely insane.
I got to tell you, person does not care.
Does not care. What happened? Why do we have
care?
Why is our society filled with these people now?
Most of them are in line in front of me.
Me too, Chris.
Yeah.
We're just marked. We're marked as the guys to be in front of.
If you're out there and somebody who's totally irresponsible and not paying any attention to the fact that you exist in the world, understand that Skraby and I run into way more of those people than you do. And maybe it'll make you feel better.
Yes. Fridge Watcher says, close the fridge.
Are you kidding me?
Just left both of them open. I couldn't. So you know what I did, Chris? I went over and I closed them.
Well,
because I'm a decent human being.
I wish you, There's so many things you wish you could do.
I didn't want to mess with this guy. He kind of looked like he was having a bad day, and he was also buying beer at 11:45. So I didn't really want to mess with him, but
I don't think you have to punch the guy. I'm just saying it'd be nice to make an announcement over the loudspeaker. Will the idiot who left both beer doors open. Go back and close them, please. That kind of thing.
And if you can't use the self-checkout, don't go to one. That's my final statement.
Big Five's next. We'll probably be on some more soapbox, so don't miss it. And we're broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Earlier today, if you missed it, a thrilling Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Tony Gwynn, 13. Matthew Skraby, 12. Right down to the wire.
Boo.
All 25 answers were correctly guessed by the two players in an impressive performance. But Skraby had the only strike, guessing that Pete Crow Armstrong was among the Major League players with more than 66 RBIs.
How does he not have it? He's hit like 20-something home runs.
He leads off. I think that's probably the answer. He's a leadoff hitter. Anyway, he wasn't on the list. Skraby had the only strike. Tony wins again, much to Skraby's dismay. Where's Sammy Levitt? He's got the pregame show within side of an hour. Randy Vasquez for the Padres. We're assuming Casey Mize tomorrow makes his Padre debut, although that is not official yet. I want it to be official before I leave here today, Skraby. Did we give the lineups?
Yes, we did.
Then let's get to the Big Five.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, Chris, there has been some movement among teams figuring out their roster now that the trade deadline has passed and they haven't been able to find any suitors. So we're going to start.
Number 5.
And we're going to talk about some of the guys that got DFA'd around the league.
Baseball. You're talking about here. DFA'd means you don't have a job.
Designated for assignment, which is so misleading because you're not actually being assigned to anything.
Why? I mean, does it have to be politically correct, or why can't we just say you got cut?
Oh, no, it's not about the politically correct. I think.
Well, what is it for then?
I don't know. But you're not being assigned. You're actually being unassigned.
You're being cut.
Designated for unassignment.
Cut.
Okay.
Otherwise known as cut.
I get it.
You're done. Okay. We don't want you anymore. Get out of here.
I get it. There's only one hitter name that we could talk about on the DFA list. I thought there was more DFA guys, so we're going to do it here. There's one pitcher, and then there's one guy I've never even heard of. There's two pitchers. The Angels have DFA'd Jorge Soler, which power hitter. He was pretty good early in the year. I don't know that he's been doing much lately.
He's a World Series MVP, if that means anything to you.
He's hitting 203, 12 home runs, 49 RBIs. Maybe the Padres look into that.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Soler doesn't play defense really anymore.
He doesn't.
He's a DH. We don't. I mean, that's to me.
And he's a righty. So
are you going to use a roster spot on somebody that you can't really put in the field? I mean, Andujar should be coming back. Well, where is Andujar? Right? We don't know exactly. But it would be good if he came back. But no, Soler's no.
All right.
This guy hit 48 homers in a year once.
He did. He's got a lot of power. He's got a ton of power. The other guy DFA'd, former Padre Matt Strom. I think.
Wow, is he struggling this year?
Yeah, I think it might be.
He gave up the bomb the other night to somebody. I remember.
Yeah, I think it might be.
We mentioned him. 7.32 ERA. Matt Strom's career ERA is 3.6, so it's double. What has happened, Matt?
I don't know.
Kansas City Royals would like to know.
Well, they don't really care anymore because they got rid of him.
The Royals bullpen has probably blown 60 games this year, it seems like.
It does seem like that.
Wasn't it the other day they were down to two it was Matt Strom. 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 out, grand slam, game over, you lose. Matt Strom was almost unhittable when he was a Padre way back in the day, at least for some of the time, right? He had a 2.05 ERA one year here. He was throwing aspirin tablets.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
But it's back then, and he's not coming back.
All right, the other guy is Ben Bowden from the A's. I don't even know who he is. So neither one of them.
Is he related to Jim Bowden? Because if he is, I really don't want him.
So the question was, would you bring in any of these guys? The answer is, for both of us, no.
Looking like a negative.
Number 4.
We're broadcasting live from the Bell House Studios where we know how. Aaron Rodgers was broadcasting live from Pittsburgh with Pat McAfee yesterday. Had lots to say, but he did cover something that I think is very interesting and something that we've talked about a lot. He torched ESPN's coverage of the offseason drama involving Patriots head coach and former NFL reporter Diana Russini. I didn't want to pull this audio because I can just say it, and it was, whatever, Aaron Rodgers. Quote, "What is the network doing? You have literally an individual that maybe used to work at ESPN that covers our league at the highest level, and there's a major scandal, and it's just like nobody can bleep and talk about it? What are we even doing here?" I'm up first. Does he make a point? Yes. And people like Aaron Rodgers are going to they're going to get this thing going again, I think. Because him saying this is going to fire up people, and then people are going to demand answers and demand, to understand more things. I think that he definitely makes a point, and I think that he is right in bringing this up. That's the question, Chris. Is he right in bringing this up?
He's not wrong, but the fact that he's bringing it up is probably going to turn everybody off to it. He's just not somebody that I want to hear from too much anymore.
I understand.
Honestly, he can go host Jeopardy. He's really good at that. He can finish out the year with the Steelers and lead them, I don't think, to much better than 8-9. And then it's time for Aaron to go away.
Well, it is. I mean,
he's a little bit too off center for a lot of us. Do you this has not a lot to do with your question, but I do want to mention, do you know Aaron Rodgers is married?
Yes.
Do you know there are people who don't really believe that he is?
I can see why. He's very well. He said he was married the other day. So.
All right. He's married to a young lady named Brittany, who's 20 years old.
20?
According to what we know, they don't know anything about this young lady because Aaron Rodgers won't tell anybody anything.
And I don't care about that.
You don't?
He doesn't have to say anything about his wife if he doesn't want to.
Well, he does. He talks about her, talking about how she's completely changed his life, taught him openness, all kinds of things. But very few people have ever seen Aaron Rodgers' wife.
That is weird. That is weird that no one's ever
I wouldn't say no one. You can find a picture or two of her online, but you got to really scour for it. Not easy to find.
Oh, there we go. Maybe that's a picture from a long time ago.
That's right. So anyway, it's just kind of a mysterious thing.
Yeah, he also said
part of the Aaron Rodgers mystique of mysteriousness.
Yes.
Basically.
He also said that, as you said, she changed his life, and he ended up making up with his parents.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is true. And there's also word that he hadn't made up with his brother, who the guy was on The Bachelor, Jordan Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
But now apparently they have made up, and he gives his wife credit.
He does.
The interesting thing is the wife is not around, interestingly. All right, go ahead. I'm just throwing it out there for knowledge.
So everything is like, is she actually? I know. I'll be crazy here, Chris. I'll go out on a limb and say I don't think Aaron Rodgers is making it up that he has a wife. Okay?
It's hard to believe, but if anybody did it,
it might be him.
He would be the guy.
And
right?
if no one's ever really seen her, then that is strange. I will say. What is he like? How does he get from point A to point B with her without people seeing her?
I mean, I'll give you an example. I watched this whole thing on Aaron Rodgers last night about TMZ, which is my go-to and our go-to a lot. They talked about her, but they did not have a picture of her.
Interesting.
TMZ has a picture of the Loch Ness Monster, but
Bigfoot,
they didn't have one of her.
Aliens, they got it all.
Yeah. So.
And McKee says, aren't the rumors that she's AI?
I don't want to go there.
Hey,
but
there's a great movie. I believe it's called Her, and it's Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with his AI computer.
Yes.
Which is Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, he wouldn't fall in love with his computer if the voice wasn't Scarlett Johansson.
No, if it was some lady like this.
That helped.
Yeah. All right, U.S. men's national team head coach Mauricio Pochettino and the U.S. Soccer Federation have agreed to a contract extension that's going to keep him there through 2030. Blah, 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 blah. They're going back and forth on negotiations. The financial details were not released, but they're expected to give him a raise of the $6 million a year
For
that
what?
he earned. Don't worry. Under his previous deal. Chris, Do you think this guy is worth $6 million plus a year for the next guaranteed 4 years? This guy just signed a contract for $25 million, basically.
We are further away now from that loss to Belgium, so it's not as fresh.
It's not as fresh.
But I take any soccer fan back to the feeling you had after that match.
Anger.
It was total anger.
Confusion,
and it was also a lot of, what the hell was our coach doing?
He was just sitting there.
Well, he's kicking stuff over,
That's
remember?
True.
He was supposed to take us to the next level. Some people might say we got to the next level. But in the end, it didn't seem like we got to the next level.
No, there's more questions.
$6 million's a lot. Man, I got to get one of those jobs somehow.
Me too.
It's running out of time to get one,
So no matter how, I guess they could fire him, but they have to pay him out. So no matter how bad he coaches over the next 4 years, he's still making this money. He has a guaranteed job, according to this article, through the World Cup.
There is something to be said for, consistency, not changing it again and again and again. But yeah, I wasn't pleased with this guy. And I'm also deferring to Ziegler, who said similar things. And Ziegler knows more than I do.
Not a fan.
Number 2.
Sports Illustrated's Connor Orr. I saw this article and I knew Chris would love it. He predicted a win and loss for every team in every game in the NFL, Chris.
What's his name?
Connor Orr.
ORR?
ORR.
Okay.
The top team for the AFC, he's saying, will be the Texans at 13-4.
Okay.
And the top NFC team has the Lions at 14-3.
That's not happening. He's already dumb.
Do you think those two teams would be the top? Lions, yes.
What?
I think the Lions can win
because they have a last place schedule? They finished in last place last year. Now you're going to put them in number one team in the whole NFC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't because they are that good. And they had that bad of a year. The Texans, I will not pick them to win anything until C.J. Stroud proves to me that he's better than he was in the last couple of years.
The Lions, the infrastructure of the Lions broke down last year. The star players are still there.
Yes.
But the toughness, the blocking, the line play, the kneecap cannibalness of it all.
That went away. I guess you're right.
So I don't know. The Lions have to find a way to get that back. I thought you were bringing this up because you wanted me to guess how many picked the Dolphins to win, but I'm not going to say any more than 1 or 2. Probably if he did them.
No. He picked them way higher than that.
Really?
The worst record in the league, according to him, is going to be the Arizona Cardinals at 2-15.
How high up are the Dolphins?
I'm going
4?
to the Dolphins.
You can't
right
go higher
now.
Than 4.
AFC East. What? AFC East. They're in the AFC East, right?
Yeah, I think so. They might have taken them out.
5-12.
5-12.
He has them winning against the 49ers.
What?
In week 2.
Yeah, well, okay. We already know this guy's smoking the lawn that my lady on my place is protecting over here.
So he has them winning over the 49ers, the Bengals, the Patriots, the Jets, and the Packers. Those are some weird teams for him to pick.
He's wrong on at least 4 of those.
Those are some weird teams to pick.
That was not good picking by that guy.
All right, let's move on to the final one.
The last.
Number 1.
In a surprise yesterday, the Pirates were major players at the trade deadline and acquired 4 relievers to bolster the bullpen. GM Ben Cherington said they did that because they believe this team can make a push into October. Chris, do you think the Pirates can make a push to the playoffs? Arr!
It didn't help, and I'm not kidding. It didn't help to lose Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, he was having a big year right in the middle of that lineup.
Yes, he was.
And he's gone for 6 weeks, maybe back for the last week and a half. But they do have a lot of good young players that you don't know a whole lot about that are doing some good things. They've got the starting pitching to contend. The bullpen and the experience are the 2 key factors for Pittsburgh that I worry about. And, of course, I'm not going to pick them to make the playoffs because Pittsburgh and Miami are the 2 teams, along with Arizona and Philadelphia, that the Padres got to beat out.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you this:
if
Pittsburgh makes it, we're not making it.
True.
You better hope they don't make it.
I don't think they're going to make it. They're going to fall off.
Okay.
All right, that's it for the Big 5.
All right, we got a happy hour to go. More on tonight's Padre Diamondback game coming up. All right, the happy hour gets underway here on Gwynn and Chris. And guess what's right around the corner, Skraby? I got some really good news.
What?
Really good news, surprisingly good news. I didn't expect to have this good of news. So I'm going to give it to everybody in a minute as we welcome you back to the program. It's 5:01. I'm Chris Sello. That's Matt Skraby. We're broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. And Mr. Tony Gwynn Jr., who, of course, was with us earlier, is down in Arizona, where we will have Game 2 of the series tonight between the Padres and the Diamondbacks. The Padres are currently 2 back now of Arizona and Philly for the final wild card. They need to pass at least one of those teams The Phillies are ahead in their game 4-0 over Washington tonight. So good start for the Phils. It was our old friend, or my old friend, your old enemy, Luis Arraez, who drove in the first run in his first Phillies at bat.
Yes.
So that's that. Would behoove the Padres certainly to win tonight. Don't want to fall 3 off the pace after you worked really hard to close the gap for a while. Now, the big news of the day is that in Lake Elsinore today, both Joe Musgrove and Nick Pivetta pitched in a rehab start. Now, we all know how important this is. With 1 or 2 of those guys can come back.
It's part of the trade plans.
And then you're adding Mize, and you've got Robbie Ray, and now Michael King, and now you got almost an embarrassment of riches all of a sudden.
Yes.
But they have to come back. Well, Musgrove went first today, and he threw 39 pitches. He went 2 2/3 innings. He had a little wildness in there, but he also struck out 6. Everything was pretty great for Joe Musgrove. Question, how will he feel tomorrow? We won't know that. Yeah, until tomorrow.
Yes.
But next up was Nick Pivetta. Pivetta threw 13 pitches and looked really good. On the 14th pitch, though, he just stalked off the mound right to the clubhouse.
It was very strange.
It was Nick Pivetta. And you knew he was upset.
Yeah.
Because something felt in his arm, and we all surmised the worst.
Yeah.
Which is what we all do in this world. And figured, man, that's going to be it for Nick Pivetta.
I mean, the reaction that he had.
Yeah. He looked like he knew.
Yes.
Like it was ball game over. But Tony Gwynn Jr. reporting to us moments ago that Nick said he felt tightness, and that's why he walked off. And after the fear subsided a little, Pivetta actually went underneath the stadium on the mound and threw 20 to 30 more pitches. That's pretty good news considering what we thought 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's
like that he would thrown his last pitch for a long time.
That's quite the turnaround.
According to Stammen,
I'll take it. But it's quite
according to Stammen, Craig Stammen, he threw those pitches at full tilt and reported no pain. So they will evaluate him tomorrow and see how he feels.
I just don't understand. I mean, I understand throwing a pitch and being like, oh, no, that's really bad.
Yeah.
But to just walk off the field is the weird part to me.
Well, the way he walked off made me feel like, and anybody who saw it, feel like that's it. He heard something pop. He knows it's over. But apparently not. He threw 20 more pitches and, had no pain. Fingers are crossed for all of, Padre land.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because if Pivetta and Musgrove were to come back, you'd almost have to like if they both came back within 2.5, 3 more weeks, and you had them for 5 weeks with that rotation, you'd have to almost guarantee the Padres a playoff spot if they hit it all.
Yeah.
With that 5-man rotation and their bullpen. So, this is it was important, and that's really good news. So Tony was on the scene for us today. Sammy Levitt, he'll have more in-depth information than that on the Padre pregame show.
I'm pretty sure he drove to Lake Elsinore, examined Nick Pivetta's elbow, and he's driving back right now.
Well, it wasn't lost on me that yesterday A.J. Preller's press conference opened up with a host of questions from one Sammy Levitt.
Yeah, it did.
He's right on it.
I was pretty impressed by Sam. He just went for it.
He also asked a pretty mean question.
What was it?
No, not mean as in a nice.
Oh, like a good
mean
question.
as he's good. Yeah. Sam asked a mean. He's on it.
He's on it.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Padre lineup for tonight, just so you're aware. No Gavin Sheets, although we wouldn't expect him against a lefty. Eduardo Rodriguez is starting, but I'm waiting for kind of something to, day by day or day to day thing. But Sheets was seen leaving the game Sunday with a boot on. I didn't play last night. Also out tonight, Campusano with Fermin catching. Over under on when the Padres are out of challenges is top of the fourth, maybe bottom of the fourth. I mean, Freddie, when he gets one right, it's like Mardi Gras. Freddie, please.
It is very. I can't lie. I did not see ABS becoming such a big part of the game. I knew it was going to be big. I did not realize how big it was going to be.
Understand when you're in the 8th or 9th inning and you challenge a close one and you get the call, it changes a lot. But you can't do it if you don't have them anymore. And that's the Padres' problem the way I see it. Fernando's back in right field tonight. Manny's back at third base tonight. Crony against the lefty will bat 8th. Jace Bowen, who hit his first home run over the weekend, gets another crack batting 9th in left field. And Gage Workman is the 26th man on the roster now. No more Rodolfo Duran. Workman was acquired along with Casey Mize, who spoke with the media today. Not the only thing I don't think he discussed was whether or not he's pitching tomorrow night, which is what I really wanted to know.
We're only going to hear part of this.
But let's hear what he had to say today.
Feels very good. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here, chasing a championship, and got a really good group here, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
It probably wasn't much of a surprise you to get traded, or were you anticipating it?
We were kind of up in the air. After the Skubal trade, I thought it would be more likely, and then the clock just kept ticking, and I was like, I don't know. And then at the very last second, it happened. So I was pretty much 50-50. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but excited with how it turned out.
Were there certain teams that you were kind of peeking at if you were going to get traded? Where were the Padres ranking on that?
Yeah, I kind of cast a wide net of teams that were kind of interested. There were quite a few. And as the day went on, the teams kind of kept dwindling to a few, and so I knew the Padres were a part of that. And so when I got the call that it was here, I was certainly happy about it. So, yeah.
You've been with one organization your whole career. What's it like to leave that? It probably makes feelings, I would imagine, at this point.
Yeah, certainly. It was a pretty emotional day all the way around. Been with Detroit for 8 years, met so many special people there and people that have changed my life and my career. So it wasn't like I was trying to get out of there or anything. That place means a lot to me. It's really special, and certainly sad to leave, but I couldn't be more excited and happy for this opportunity, and landed in a great situation. So like I said, mixed emotions, but I'm happy with how everything turned out.
Casey Mize, the pitcher who said there, interestingly, he said, fantastic, excited, great opportunity. Can't wait to get started. Detroit meant a lot to me. Been there a long time, but, everything considered, excited to get going here with the Padres, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He also said, I'm excited to get going and chasing a championship and getting in, into the postseason and all that. Somebody might want to tell Casey, just for the hell of it, the Padres are 2 games out.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers are 2.5 out. So it's interesting. They were right there. That's what Matt Snyder was pointing out in our interview earlier. The Tigers were actually right there. 2.5 back when they traded Skubal and Mize.
Skubal was always going to go, but it is surprising that they did trade big league players like they did.
Punting basically on a season that they are still very much alive.
They must not believe in their team. If that's your front office reaction, you got to feel pretty terrible as a player. Like, you guys don't believe in us at all. We're 2.5 games back, and you guys won't help us?
How about feeling bad for the team? How about feeling bad for the folks who fork over money to go see the Tigers play every day? I don't think it's free to get in there at Comerica Park.
Not anymore. Maybe back in the day, but
yeah, it really stinks. And that's what Matt Snyder wrote about. That and the fact that the Brewers just should have come up with the goods. They could have gotten Skubal and matched him with Mizorowski, but they didn't want to part with, the big prospect. But okay, they still have him for the future, but the Brewers, this is the best chance they probably ever had to bring a World Series to Milwaukee, and they let it fly.
KG is the guy who listens to our show. He sent me an article about MLB.com writer Adam McCalvey, who tried to get to the bottom of what the Brewers offered. Now, no definitive names or anything like that.
Yeah, it's really. I read that article.
Yeah,
it's tough
number 76 or 87. There's also they could have put in the number 18. So mainly we don't know exactly who
we
they
don't know,
offered.
but their general manager is adamant that they put a ton out there, but he won't tell us what it was. So,
which I guess I don't. I guess I wouldn't put it out there either.
Your conspiracy theory grows more possible by the day. As a matter of fact, Matt Snyder flat out agreed with it. And that's a national baseball writer saying that at the very least, whether they intended it or not, at the very least, as a group, Major League Baseball owners were thrilled to see Skubal go to the Dodgers because it underscores their whole argument. And
Deep
that is
down
that
inside,
baseball needs to be fixed.
You know that there's Dick Monfort was like, excellent.
Dick Monfort. I've never heard of a guy more aptly named than him. I've said that before, but it's kind of funny every time.
Yes, you have. Hey, guess what, everybody? Padres have 2 new pitchers. They didn't get rid of any big league guys. They still have Ethan Salas. We're good.
And, yeah, you're right. I mean, we could be the Brewers, the Tigers, any of these teams. We try every year to win. AJ, I mean, I don't see how people don't like that. But there's always a few.
There's a lot more.
There's always a few.
There's a guy in my fantasy league that...
We're so stupid. We're mortgaging the future. They say it every year, and yet we're able to come up with more guys to trade every year.
Mm-hmm.
Have we not been paying attention?
Guess not.
Remember the one where it was Jacob Martin? I mean, the list went on for hours of all the names that
Robbie
we gave away.
Snelling, Homer Bush.
Every one of them not a superstar.
No, and then the 2 guys that were traded for Freddie Fermin last year, Stephen Kolek and Ryan Berger, are both now out due to Tommy John surgery.
The best 2 players they've traded in the last 5 years are Abrams and James Wood.
Yeah, we can't get those back.
We can't.
Those are always going to hurt.
They hurt, but I will point out the same thing I pointed out last year. What has Washington won with those guys?
No, and they're about to miss the playoffs again.
Nothing.
Yeah, they just sold at the deadline once again.
They put up good numbers. They've not won a thing. Neither guy's played in a playoff game and is nowhere close to playing in one.
Yeah.
So is it, are they that?
Yes,
look, I
the answer is
understand
yes.
they're good. You know what I'm saying, though?
I do know what you're saying.
And again, I'll talk about DeVries. I don't know. He could go to the Hall of Fame, but he hasn't started on that path yet.
No.
We're still getting Mason Miller for free.
Yes, basically. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
We're going to Chris ahead. And you know what? The baseball talk, the trade deadline, you know what that's got me thinking, Skraby?
What?
About previewing some fantasy football.
Oh, man.
I love that.
See, we started talking fantasy football before the show, so this has been on your mind.
Let's give everybody an update on the world of fantasy football. It's next.
Search for the...
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched her name in the account system, and
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
You would
be better. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged, and so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days later.
What did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well, why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
Paris Hilton?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my goodness.
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No.
But I walked in, I got called into the office, and I sat down,
gosh.
and all my boss, I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew
said, "Did you visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, we're going to have to write you up for this. And if you do it again, we're going to have to fire you. And I said, I'll never do it again. And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
oh my God! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
This was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, there was like,
yeah,
that's our guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down.
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw and how much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America get in trouble? Or was that it was one of those banks got in trouble?
All of them get in trouble for selling information. But
I heard folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going on.
Curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have. Been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm going to go up there. You know, I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh, yeah, you're not that bad.
I'm not that creepy.
This is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under these circumstances?
We can't anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it. Well, I mean,
no, Skraby, we didn't.
Really? Okay. Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information.
That's
unbelievable.
It only happened for a little bit, and then I got
for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious, Skraby.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
How long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, you know, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in
hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
what did
I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, what? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro. Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." And he walked out. And then at the end of the day, $3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
The thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really easy.
I'm not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra.
And that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like that.
I'm sure there are people who've been there 8 years that never had 0 taken.
Skraby, I got a 20 here. Can I get 5 5s, please?
I hate you guys.
Let's get to
that was one of the worst moments of my life. But you know what? It taught me a lot. Never trust anyone ever again.
You know what? You definitely have learned because you don't trust very many people.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
You are.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system, and
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged. And so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days later.
What did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation?
How did it go?
Well,
Like, why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No,
but I walked in. I got called into the office, and I sat down.
gosh.
And all my boss, I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew.
Said, "Did you visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're gonna have to write you up for this, and if you do it again, we're gonna have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took.
David Robinson is the name of the drummer for that group.
Oh, did he also play NBA basketball?
Not really.
Okay.
Welcome back to Gwynn and Chris. 5:21 is the time. Chris Ello, Skraby, Bill House Studios. We know how. And one of the big news items in baseball, the debut of Yankees outfielder George Lombard, the next great all-time Mickey Mantle to be.
I heard he's already got a statue.
Yes. Well, he homered in his second at bat tonight, so that's
Pretty
not
good.
going to hurt his cause.
If you're Anthony Volpe, you got to be like, really?
You know what's funny? I was looking back at guys that have homered in their first at bat because it's kind of a weird list.
I know one. Brandon Crawford hit a grand slam against the Brewers. I remember that for some reason.
All right. But you just threw me off. But
Sorry.
here's my point. Jason Dominguez homered on his first at bat. It
That's
hasn't
right.
exactly gone well for him.
That's right.
If you're wondering, the last Padre, well, this would be a trivia and a half. The last Padre to homer in his first major league at bat, I've never heard of him. Eddie Rodriguez in 2012. And it was spelled EDDY.
Okay.
According to this list, which is on MLB.com, only one other Padre has ever done it, and his name was Dave Island.
So he's on an island?
Yes, E-I-L-A-N-D, back in 1992. I do remember that a Padre, Kevin Kuzminoff, hit a grand slam on the very first pitch he ever saw.
Wow.
But he was in the Indians when that happened.
That would be that's so cool. Jason Hayward hit a home run in his first at bat too.
Grand
with the
slam.
Braves.
Or home run. Yeah.
I'm not
Anyway,
sure
a lot of guys have done it. But if you look at the list of guys, Aaron Judge is on there. So, I mean, there's some big players, but a lot of no names. Good luck to George Lombard. I'm sure for one night at least, he will be the toast of New York.
You asked me to text Sam Levitt with a question.
Yes.
What was the question? Do you remember?
Yeah. Who's pitching tomorrow night? Does anybody know if Casey Mize is making his Padre debut tomorrow night? That's what I would like to know.
I hope Sam is replying to the text that I sent him instead of one earlier, but he said yes. So Casey Mize looks like he's going to be starting tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Are you okay now? Can you
Well, I
move
feel
on with the
better.
day?
I wanted to know.
Let me see
Inquiring minds.
Let me see if MLB.com has him listed yet as the pitcher. Yes, they do. They do.
Well, then that's
it's official. It's a fish.
All right, let's get out of this baseball. We got like 2 months left of this anyway. And then it'll be time for wall-to-wall football. All right, I thought it'd be fun for fantasy football. I got something right off the bat. And I'm looking at the 2026 quarterback ratings, okay, from ESPN. And what they do is they have like 10 of their experts rate the quarterbacks, and they take the, they add it all up and they divide it and they come up with their definitive list of the best quarterback on down. I'll let you guess the top three in a second. But here's what I find really interesting about the quarterback ratings. And I get fantasy football is different from, real football, I guess. But isn't it pretty much understood by almost everybody that to win the Super Bowl, you got to have a great quarterback? I mean, you just don't win without it.
9 times out of 10, yes.
Well, Sam Darnold of the Seattle Seahawks, out of 25 quarterbacks listed here, is 24th.
That's stupid. That is stupid.
Okay.
That is dumb. You cannot The reigning Super Bowl champion cannot be ranked lower than the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shuck.
Shuck's way ahead of him.
That's crazy to me. The guy just won a Super Bowl and had a really, really good season. I'm not a Sam Darnold apologist, but I will stand up for him here.
You would pick him ahead of the. There's not 23 quarterbacks you'd pick ahead of him.
I mean, he's a top 10 guy.
I don't know about that.
He's a top 5 through 10 guy.
Well, if he's a top 5 through 10 guy, then Brock Purdy drops further than 12th.
That's fine.
Patrick Mahomes drops further than 13th.
People are sleeping on Patrick Mahomes.
Bo Nix drafts further than 14th.
I know he's good, but I don't.
Matthew Stafford is worse than 15th.
No, that is also crazy. The guy just won MVP.
Here are their list of the top fantasy quarterbacks. See what you disagree with. Number 1, you want to guess?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Number 2, want to guess?
Can we? Let's say this about Josh Allen. He's got to start winning like big games for us to continue to crown him every single year as the best quarterback in the league.
It's not. Has he been? He's been to one championship game.
I'll go look.
I think so. I can't remember if the Chief Bills was a championship game one year. They played so many times, it's hard to remember.
Yes.
All right, who's number 2? Quarterback, best quarterback. I think you'd get this.
Number 2 is it Joe
Fantasy
Burrow?
ratings, no. Lamar Jackson, number 2.
Okay. He's in these rankings I've seen. He's between like 2 and 5.
Number 3, surprising, but based on what he did 2 years ago, not shocking. Jaden Daniels, 3rd.
See, this does. I don't.
You wouldn't
agree
put
with
him
this
that
list
high
at all. The guy had a bad season last year.
Well, he was hurt. He missed most of the season with injury.
He played a lot of it too.
That
team was a disaster.
He didn't play much of his season healthy.
By the way, Josh Allen has made it to 2 AFC championships, one in 2021 and one in 2025.
Thank you. Number 4, anybody I play fantasy with, you can have this guy, Drake May. I don't see it. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow. This has got to be the most overrated on this list. 7, Jackson Dart.
I don't see it either.
If you're sitting there and Caleb Williams and Jackson Dart are available, you even thinking about it?
Caleb Williams has already showed me more.
How about number 9, Justin Herbert, ahead of Jackson Dart? I don't know. ESPN's the experts. Don't shoot the messenger.
I feel like Jackson Dart is not going to learn his lesson from last year, and he's going to get beat up because he just runs too much.
He does get Malik Neighbors, which he didn't have last year.
He didn't.
All right, number 1 running back.
Oh, it's easy.
Who you got?
Bijan.
2nd is Bijan.
This list is the dumbest list I've ever heard of.
I don't think so. The guy that's first, I think, deserves to be first. Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 1, the reason he doesn't even have to share with David Montgomery anymore. Jahmyr Gibbs used to score 35 points a game, and he gave away 2 touchdowns to David Montgomery.
Yeah, I owned Jahmyr Gibbs last year. I saw lots of David Montgomery vulturing.
Bijan is a solid number 2, no argument there.
He just doesn't. Would you say, as a guy who had him last year, he doesn't catch enough passes? Because Jahmyr Gibbs can go 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving.
I have no
easy.
complaints with Bijan Robinson in any capacity.
Good answer.
The guy scored 35, 40 in every game, it seemed like, when I needed it. So, yeah, I got no complaints. Jonathan Taylor, 3rd. I'd be a little wondering about him. He had a ton of carries last year. The year before, he had been, more rested. I'm worried about his, the old, what did they say, usage last year.
Oh, yeah.
He coming back just as strong this year.
Christian McCaffrey's
but
under
a
that,
ton
too.
of touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor last year. Remember, he was scoring like 3 a game at the beginning. McCaffrey's 4. The only way you can put him 4 is because you're just sure he's going to get hurt. Because if you don't get hurt, he's the best almost of all of them. McCaffrey's incredible, but he could get hurt. James Cook, 5. Pretty solid. Can't go too wrong there, although they don't throw him the ball much.
They don't.
That bothered me as an owner last year.
Yeah.
Devon Achane,
Think about
6.
everybody out there.
Sorry.
Think about the running back position Chris had last year.
I know.
He had Bijan Robinson and James Cook.
I know. I had a good team. I did. I lucked out. Finally, Skrabe. I've been bad for a long time. So, this happened. This took a lot of pain to get to last year. Devon Achane is 6. Again, he's the whole team in Miami. But how many days are you going to get to Sunday night and you're going to see final score, New England 31, Miami 3, and you're going to let Devon Achane hit? What could he have scored?
Well, he didn't.
I mean, he may, but I'd be wary of him.
I'm with you on that.
Omarion Hampton looked like he was on the rise for the Chargers when he got hurt last year. Saquads has fallen to 9. Chase Brown is 10. Derrick Henry 11.
Wow.
Doesn't catch a lot. That's the only issue there. I don't know. Kenneth Walker with the Chiefs.
I like
12th.
that. I like that a lot, actually.
Don't hate him. Looking at some other ones going on down the road here. And, anyway, you can do the rest of the research yourself. Wide receiver. Number 1. I know who I would pick, but I don't think he'll get it. Who are they picking? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Number 1, who you got?
JSN.
You don't? It's not him, and it's not the guy I thought it would be either.
It's not Justin Jefferson.
God, no. Justin Jefferson fell off last year.
Jamar Chase?
Jamar Chase is number 1.
He does do really
well. They
well.
do say that this guy can do catching and things that no other receiver comes close to doing. Number 2 is not JSN either. It's a guy who scored 45 points against me in the playoffs last year, and I was lucky to somehow win. Puka Nacua.
Oh, duh.
He had a game against me on a Thursday night. I thought my season was over.
He did.
JSN's 3rd. ARSB is 4th. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I was going to say,
really
who's the
legit.
ARSB?
Yeah, he's legit. CeeDee Lamb 5. Interestingly, last year, the other guy was better. George Pickens was better than CeeDee Lamb last year.
Yep.
Does Jefferson bounce back? Long year for him in Minnesota last year. He's 6.
I'm really buying into this Kyler Murray Vikings hype.
Yeah, I saw an article already. Did you see? You must not have seen it.
No, what was it?
I'll show it to you.
That he's not working or something?
Yeah, they hate him already.
The Vikings do?
Yeah, and of all the person who hates him the most already is Jefferson.
What?
I'll read it to you in a minute because I'm looking it up. 7, Drake London. Nico Collins was pretty good last year, but his quarterback scares me. A.J. Brown, Rashee Rice. I can't take him even if it's like the last round. I wouldn't pick Rashee Rice. Sorry, I just won't do it. You will out there, somebody.
If I get it low enough, I might.
I know. Chris Olave's 12th. And then on down the road there, I think Zay Flowers at 16 seems like a pretty good pick.
He's got a massive
Got a big
extension.
contract. Malik Neighbors 18th best. I mean, he was like the 2nd or 3rd best when
He's
the
very
year
good.
before.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'll tell you a guy that I like this year, and I had him last year, and that's why I like him because he fell way off in the second half. Ezekiel not Ezekiel Elliott, but
what team?
The guy for the Buccaneers, the wide receiver. He faded badly the second half.
Mbuka.
But I'm telling you, I think with a full year, he could be great. Minnesota Vikings have an exciting battle with Kyler Murray, but reportedly disliked by Vikings players already. According to a writer, tensions have extended beyond the quarterbacks, potentially involving Kyler Murray and Justin Jefferson.
This is real?
That's already out there.
They've been together for like 3 weeks.
Sam Levitt's pregame show, all the Padre news you didn't get yet, is coming up next. We're back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Thank you, Skraby. Good job.
You too.
See you tomorrow.